Hello and a very good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for the start of a brand new week. I hope you had a brilliant weekend and you are ready and raring to go, ready to spring into action. See what I did there? Because it's spring. And we've got lots of, and we've got plenty of groans in the studio today. We've got lots of spring deals coming up for you, more of which I will tell you in just a bit, but it's going to be a really exciting day today. We kick things off with Wake Up Call, where we're going to be previewing what is coming up right throughout the day today, plus a little bit later on we have got Craft Chat Create and a launch day for you, plus we have got Monday Makers. It is all on the way. And talking about launch day a little bit later on, I'm going to be part of that show along with George and also Craig, but I know lots of people very, very excited about the brand new dies that we've got coming up for you. It is the brand new 3D concertina dies, which I know you're very excited about, Corrine.
I am, Ben. These are absolutely gorgeous. So these are going to make your sort of almost like a flexible frame. They're absolutely beautiful, and they come in parts. So I was showing Ben earlier because he said, "Why are these so special, Corrine?" And I was showing you because you've got the parts. We can have thin frames, sort of your DL frames. You've got your square frames. You can have corners. You can just have edges. You can have whatever you want. And we've got a couple of different designs. So look at these. So these are they're the different designs, but you can see how you can change them up and make them match. And also, do you remember our shadow boxes?
I
frames
do,
that we did
yeah.
the other day? This one has been put on one of theirs, so you've got even more depth. So if you're really into your flower making or your 3D decoupage, these are going to be absolutely perfect for that. You know, it's like everything's coming together. Somebody's obviously planned it.
Obviously they have. Obviously they have. But the great thing with those, and you'll see in more detail in just a bit when we show you the concept suite, is ultimate versatility, like Corrine was saying, depending on the size of the card, depending on the box you want to put them on. They are absolutely brilliant. You can get them now before they officially launch this afternoon with Craig and George. Also, during the show, I'm delighted to say that we have got some crafty guests joining us, and indeed they'll be here during Craft Chat Create, and also later on, and indeed right throughout the day, a couple of gentlemen who I've not seen in a long time. I'm so pleased that they're here with us, and I'm so pleased that they got the memo as well about the waistcoats. Love guys in waistcoats. It's Gordon and Justin from Be Creative. How are you guys?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Those waistcoats are brilliant. Where did you get those from?
I don't know.
Somewhere actually online. I just looked at it and I just thought, I would need something bright.
Well, you've
especially in the morning.
You've certainly ticked the boxes when it comes to bright. What have you got coming up for us? Give us a little bit of a sneak peek ahead, Gordon.
Today is going to be like a magic show because today we have all our wonderful multi-layer stamp designs, and they're not only multi-layer stamp designs. They are multi-layer stamp designs with a difference. When we stamp some of them, they will look as if we have actually taken a photograph. The amount of detail you're going to see today, when I say it's like a magic show, because when we do it, it really is like magic.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we are very much looking forward to that with the great Gordino and it's called Justino.
Yeah, Gordino and Justina. Yeah, Justina, my assistant. Yeah, he will be putting his leotard on later on.
Oh, well, can pass me that.
If that's
no, that's what Justino does.
Ah, there we go. You see, yes, yes, very good. Definitely worth staying tuned for. I tell you what, these guys, a couple of characters, and they've got
controlling them today.
I know, can you believe it? Already 4 minutes in and it's already fallen to pieces. Make sure you look ahead on the web, shop the show. You'll see all the deals that we've got, and also I know the deals for the goodies that the guys have brought are live as well, and you're already shopping for those. Worth shopping ahead because there's lots going on as far as the website is concerned. We have got our spring sale. Now this launched yesterday and it runs through until the 28th of March. So you've basically got up until the end of play on Sunday, up to 70% off. And let me just tell you, you have got to go and shop the web. There are some amazing deals. Just a smattering here for you. These are phenomenal, right? I remember when I saw these, very recently I saw these for the first time. So the double-sided dies that allow you to create your different box shapes. we've got the selection here for you, just to give you an idea. These are $29.99 upwards. In fact, there's one here, $39.99 for the square, right? The deal on these, 70% off. So snap them up. You will not believe the prices that you're going to see on these. And actually, the great thing about the sale is that if you haven't got a huge budget to spend, I've seen deals as low as sort of £3, £4, £5, $3, $4, $5. So please do have a look. There will be something for you to grab there. And also, if that wasn't good enough, we are also celebrating with Spectrum Noir as well. We've got a 3 for 2 on select Spectrum Noir accessories up until the 27th of March. So again, get ahead, shop the web. This is all to do with National Craft Month, of course, which runs right throughout the month of March. Also, before we just quickly move on, today is World Poetry Day. I didn't know it, but today you can be a poet. See what I did?
Very good.
So that is going to be our chat segment a little bit later on. Would you like to write us a quick little poem during the show? If you have time and you fancy it, write us a little poem. Maybe it's about craft. It can be about anything. Maybe you want to write a poem about one of us, about Crafters TV, whatever you like. If you get a chance, send it into us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. We'll read the best ones out at the end of the show. And if we don't get any in, don't worry, because producer Erin has printed me off some of the world's most famous and popular poems, so I will be doing a short recital at the end of the show.
Perfect.
If not. Now, being the start of a brand new week, we have got a brand new Get It, Got It Good, and this one's an absolute cracker. It's all about the Xyron. I only saw this physically, had it in hand for the first time about a week ago, and the deal that we're doing here is brilliant because you're getting the 3-inch Xyron plus the 1.5 inch for half price. So it's £17.98, $25.98, and it's all about giving you the ability to give that adhesive backing to lots of your different dies, particularly the more intricate ones that are difficult to stick. There you go. It just shows you how simple it is to use those machines. Remember, you buy the 3-inch, you get the 1.5 inch for half price. That is the deal this week, or whilst stocks last. As always, we are live and interactive this Monday morning. If there's anything that you want to ask us, if there's anything that you want to throw our way, please feel free. We've got Taylor on the socials this morning. Marsha is already in, saying good morning, lovelies. Good
morning, Marsha.
Linda Ryan is in from Dudley. Morning, Linda. Corrine says good very early morning to everyone.
Yep, certainly is. Good morning.
Dark and cold here in Washington State. Rhiannon joins us from Australia, saying good evening, everyone.
Yep. Yeah, it will be, won't it?
Yeah, nearly finished there.
I know.
Monday. Nee Connie says hello to our beloved Lord Ben and Lady Lovely Corrine.
There we go.
Lisa Glenn is with us from Swaffham, and Marcia Nelson says, I've already ordered the concertina dies and the spray and boss, which I couldn't get for years. That is coming up for you later on. Get what you like nice and early, and let's have a look at some of the goodies that we've got on the show, like the Everyday Hanging Ornament Collection, saving 25% on this collection. And actually, let me show you the kind of designs that you're going to get before we have a look at the cards. You are going to get the full collection, 34 elements, plus we're going to give you a pokey tool with this as well. $38.95 or $49.95 is the deal. Of course, if you're a UK customer and you've got ClearPay, you can spread the cost 4 ways on this. But basically, what you've got here is the actual worker die itself. Now, you can use this as like a flat die, can't you? But the genius here is when you use it to create these amazing ornaments.
Exactly. So, you know, it's a die, so you can, you know, it's a multi-use die, so you can use them, and I'm going to show you how to do them, so you can concertina them together, and then you are making, oh, can you see it? Can you see it there?
I'll move them in there. There we go.
There you go. Three-dimensional, sorry, you've got the circular one there, so, but you know, you can see how you can use the heart, or you've got the circles, and they make, let me get that to open up, there we go.
Beautiful.
You can see, absolutely stunning. Now, look absolutely beautiful as standalone, but if you want to, you can just cut one out and put it on the front of a card, use it as an aperture, you know, as a frame for your aperture. It's absolutely beautiful. But then once you've got those, you've got all of these dies that you're showing, the cocktail glass, the flowers, hearts, cupcakes. We all love a cupcake.
Oh,
presents.
Yes.
All of those, you can then use them just as hanging ornaments or just regular dies. It's up to you. It's always about building up your crafty stash, and this is going to be a really good way to do that.
Yeah, and again, the great thing is you've got the different shapes to actually create the ornaments, and then all of those different ways, as Corrine said, to be able to fill these up. So whether it is a birthday, whether it is a party, they are absolutely brilliant. 34 elements and your pokey tool you're going to get included in there as well. You actually get your 2 pokey tools.
2 pokey tools.
Yeah, super deal, and we'll see those on Craft Chat Create a little bit later on this morning. Now, with it being a brand new day, a brand new show, of course, on these morning shows, we always bring you a morning must-have. And today's morning must-have is all about making sure that you've got the ability to create everything that you want to create when it comes to your dimensionals, making sure that you've got the ability to be able to score everything with precision. It's a 5 scoreboard deal. The deal basically is you get all these scoreboards I'm about to show you. You're going to get the top score for free, plus the 30 sheets of Centura Pearl as well. The deal is phenomenal, and basically, you've pretty much got a scoreboard for everything here, haven't you?
You certainly have. So this is your boxer one,
Yep.
so you're going to be able to make absolutely fantastic boxes. So you've got your markings for your top and for your bottom,
Yep.
so it works really, really well. This is the
Envelope box creator.
Envelope box, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So this is just what you need. And so you've got...
Well, we've got envelope box creator
yeah.
for your envelope boxes with dimension,
And then
you've got your enveloper for making your envelopes.
Exactly. Sorry, I took your thing away.
That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. You
Your
just...
little leaflet. I was trying to see if that was the one. Sorry, the envelope box. Okay, I'll move away. So yeah, so whether you're going to do flat envelopes or dimensional ones, you've got everything there.
Then you've got
your Score Master, which is absolutely perfect. I have that on my desk all the time.
I mean, this particularly, it's brilliant that you get all of the score sort of board tools for everything that you want to make, but the scoreboard here is like a craft room essential, isn't it?
Oh God, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a scoreboard so that, you know, when you're folding, things don't crack. They're absolutely brilliant. But then this one is...
The top score.
Top score, absolutely perfect. So you've got all the markings on there for whether you are going to, you know, whatever card size you've got, whether you've got your A5, your A4, your A3, you're going to find the markings on there to be able to score accurately.
Absolutely right. And you're also going to get, for free within this collection, all of this Centura Pearl as well. So top score free and the Centura Pearl free as well.
Yeah, there we go. So you're getting your 30 sheets. So what I have got, let me do here, I've got Snow White, which has got a hint of silver. So 10 sheets of this. Now this is 310 GSM. So this is perfect. So you've got your bundle of your scoreboards, and this is going to be the perfect cardstock to do that. Then you've got your ivory, and then you've got, I think this one is your Snow White, which is your hint of gold. Look at that. Absolutely. So your hint of silver, hint of gold, and your ivory. And 10 sheets of each. And this is just, when you put bundles together, you want bundles that are going to work. And your scoreboards with your Centura Pearl is just a marriage made in heaven. So this is going to be a perfect bundle for you.
There we go. So that is this morning's morning must-have. Come this way a bit. Come this way. There you go. Get in. We've also got the Be Creative guys here as well, Gordon and Justin. We got a teddy bear.
We have. I said it was going to be like a magic show.
You did.
These are our magic wands, and Justin has his magician's hat on. Yeah.
I mean, I wondered what that was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's a look.
It's celebrations! Yeah!
It's so lovely to have you guys here. Obviously, we know each other from previous meetings.
100 years ago.
100 years ago. You brought such an amazing selection of goodies, which we will have a look at. But for people perhaps who are seeing you for the first time, just tell us a little bit about Be Creative.
Oh my God. Well, I've been in, first of all, personally, I've been in the craft business 22 years. 10 years ago, unfortunately, I met Justin. You know, these things happen. Yeah.
I've been dragged in.
They love each other, really.
Justin joined the business. We created the brand Be Creative to make all our own brand products, which we search out from all over the world, and we travel, well, up to 2 years ago, we travelled the world.
Yeah.
And we design and make all our own products. And we're continually trying to make things better for people. I've always done that for the past 22 years. I've looked at a product and tried to make it better. Justin here over the past 2 years during lockdown and all those things has been teaching himself designing, which has been fantastic. And at the moment, we're concentrating mainly on our wonderful multi-layered high-definition stamps.
And that's what we're going to look at first
Yeah.
of all. Let me just show you, actually. I think it's always nice to have a look at some finished cards, first of all. And this is Basil the Mouse, isn't it?
Basil.
Yes. Basil! A4 multi-layer stamp set. So you're going to get 24 stamps here. If I just show you alongside that, the product as well. So explain to us, for people perhaps who haven't seen like the multi-layer stamps before, how easy is it to be able to create?
It's very easy to do it, and especially there's instruction at the back as well to show you the step-by-step. And so basically what it does is it just shows you the different layers that you can use, and then for that part there, it's actually for a very, very light grey. It sort of gives you a bit of enhancement, or you like it to be a nice white fur, just leave it skip off the step. And then you can personalize it, and especially the eyes, you can make it into brown, blue, green, or grey eyes, whichever you want to do. So it's all about personalization. And then, of course, Basil will be holding like the rose and the cupcakes with candles as well. And then it's sort of, you can see a sample later. and the cupcake is multi-layered as well. And then you can create a different type of frosting that you require. You can have a bubblegum frosting, raspberry ribble frosting, and limoncello frosting, and things like that.
I think the good thing is that each of the sets that has lots of accessories, all the accessories are interchangeable with all the other sets.
Oh, I see.
So you're not restricted to one set.
It's the flower crown will match with Basil, and then become what you call Miss Basil. Basilia.
Basilia?
Basilia.
Basilina?
Basilina. Oh yeah, Basilina
that
sounds all right. Or should we just call it Corrine?
Corrine, yeah, Corrine will do. Barbara, did you say?
Barbara. But the point... could just call it Babs.
Babs? I mean, whatever you want, really, whatever you want. But the point is, you've got, like, ultimate craftability with these.
And you can see here, by Jane, and you do not need the layer. You can just have a white mouse, and all you need to do is just use the third layer, where is the feet, the cheeks, and the ears, to make it like the standout. And then, of course, the cupcake had little sprinkles of Hundreds and Thousands.
Not Thousand Island dressing on a cupcake. That'd be an interesting cupcake, that, wouldn't it?
No, it's a savoury cupcake.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
With the cheese
cupcake,
with Thousand Island dressing, frosting.
If you want to go for the collection, brand new to us here on Crafters TV, you can be one of the very first to get your hands on it. I know already these are going £16.99 or $24.49. If you're a Platinum member, don't forget, you will get another 20% off that price on screen. If you're new to us, by the way, if you're here because of the guys, if you're a fan of Be Creative and you've followed them over to us today, make sure that you join that club Inspire, because if it's your first purchase today, you will get that platinum price. It's free to join the club. It'll take you 2 minutes to do it, and you get 20% off your first order today. So it's a really good reason to shop.
It's one of the best loyalty program around. It's so it's like the amount of discount you're getting out of it, and
I'm sort of looking at the TV right now and looking at the price. You've got the stamp, the platinum price.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's not far off what it costs us to make these.
Well, there you go. You see, and it's free to join as well, so it's worth doing. Now. Love the stamps. Great thing is you bought dies as well to work in conjunction with, haven't you?
It's the coordination die that goes with the stamp. It just gives you a bit more detail to that. Oh, excuse me. Or you can just use the die on its own.
Which is what you have there.
Yeah.
So that one there is all done. The detail is all achieved purely with the die, not with the stamps.
I see.
So you can use the stamps on their own, the dies on their own. If you're only a die cutter, you can do that and get the most wonderful detail. Of course, the best combination is both.
Yeah.
And the other thing, actually, there's another combination.
Another?
Because when we stamp and we cut them out, we're not finished there. We then take our wonderful product spray emboss and we turn them and make them 3D.
Love it.
So Justin will be doing all that.
It's because there's certain cut lines in each individual areas, like the ears and the eyes. You can actually use spray emboss at the back, or use water, and then you can actually, what you do is you just spray in balls and then let it rest for 30 seconds, then you shape it and give the eyes popped out slightly, and then the ears fluffed up slightly, popped out. It's just give it a nice. And the good thing about the bezel of the mouse as well, the hands are actually have a little cutout. Then you can actually just slot the cupcake or slot. You can see with my sample here.
Oh, here. Oh,
I've
okay,
actually
I see.
slot the rose is carrying in through the hand.
Little hand.
So it's just, instead of you cutting it, it actually cuts out and automatically you can just slot all the cupcakes or honey pot or whatever daisy flowers that belongs to whichever.
Now, listen, we have got so many to get through here, so we're going to move on at a pace. I mean, if you've fallen in love with basil, you are going to absolutely love Fiona the Fox. I mean, again, so stunning. And the thing is here, again, like you guys have said, you have so many as far as the stamps are concerned. It can be Fiona the Fox or it could be Freddie the Fox.
Freddie the Fox,
That's what we've tried to do. So we've tried to make them all interchangeable and give people really more for the money, if you like.
Yeah.
And then you can see the bottom part here, here, with Fiona, those flowers, they're actually one of the stem set. And then that will be actually the daisy crown that is on top of Fiona at the moment, but you just need to stamp it rampantly, and then it becomes a daisy meadow.
Wow.
So it's very flexible on what you can do with it. There's a bow tie, and then there's the sayings of, that's the love and hugs sayings, which is there, which are used for bezel.
Yeah,
you did.
So all interchangeable again.
Yes, it's all interchangeable. You can just use them, and then of course there will be instructions there to tell you step by step on that.
And the brilliant thing as well, of course, don't forget, as we're just going to have a look at the die set that you can get as well. Gordon and Justin are here right throughout the day today, so you're going to be seeing all of these demos. You're going to be seeing everything in action. And if you've got any questions as well that you want to ask, if there's anything that perhaps you don't quite understand or you want to know, feel free to fire those questions in. And once again, guys, I suppose, like you mentioned, this will work in conjunction with the stamp set,
or you can use individually.
Same thing again. These are not just ordinary dies. They actually put into the die cut, they put lots of detail. So yeah, for those of you who just purely die cutters may not like stamping, you get the most wonderful results just by using the dies.
And there's two different type of bowls. One is a gentle, and one's more a dramatic bowl that you have. And then of course you have a bow tie to go with the top hat. And that is just brilliant what you can do. You do not need to use cards for this. You can actually use it as a birthday cap, which what I've seen on my hat, which is Tedwood. And then which is there. You can do a party hats with that, or even a cupcake topper. With those. And then, of course, we can do a mobile, which is just here.
Oh, yes.
It is fantastic. That's what you can do. It says it's not just card making, it's other things that you can actually do as well. Or you can even do home deco, just having like little frames made out and then just having stamp image and just as a collage.
They are absolutely stunning. And again, if you fall in love with the characters so far, come on. How cute is Lily?
Yes.
Yeah, my favourite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is Lily your favourite?
I don't know.
Just super cute.
I just like it,
Yeah.
And then, of course, all those sayings, all those things that you can be used with interchangeable as well.
Yeah. And again, big size stamps as well. Must just mention that. Really big size. And again, all of those sort of layering effects that you can achieve. All the instructions for you on the reverse as well. And again, you'll see these in action. But look at that platinum price, £13.59, $19.59. And then we've got the die set as well, guys, yeah?
Especially the die set, you have a little balloons that go with it as well. And then the balloons, again, the hands cuts out. And then all you need to do is just slot the things around with that.
Yeah. And worth bearing in mind as well, just worth showing you on here, so much detail as Gordon was describing in the die. So I've picked up, sorry, I've got the ladybird, not the bee. Get me insects mixed up. Definitely a bee, Ben. That's the ladybird.
That was me telling you my story. I told them about my dream earlier on.
It was a nightmare, wasn't it?
We won't go there.
No, definitely not. If you want to go for Lily the Ladybird in the dies, £13.59 or $19.59. I bet you can't guess what's coming up next.
No. What is it, Ben? What's coming up next?
It's a bee!
Oh, that's a big surprise. surprise.
I know, it's a big surprise. And this bee, this is Arthur, isn't it?
Yeah,
Arthur
you
the
know why?
bee.
I have to tell you.
Please do.
I don't know if anyone in America is listening, you probably don't know who this is, but we used to have the most wonderful actor-comedian in this country called Arthur Askey.
Yes.
And Arthur Askey was famous for a little song called the Bee Song.
Really?
Yes, he was, and I'm not going to sing it, don't ask.
That's going to be my next question.
Go on YouTube, people, type in Arthur the Bee, you'll see it. So when Justin was doing this, I was actually watching Arthur Askey on TV, singing Arthur the Bee, and I thought, we've got to dedicate this to Arthur Askey.
Right, well, it's definitely something for you to have a little look on YouTube on later on. But again, like, you guys have just captured like such a cute character, haven't you?
It's so basically it gives you different ways of personalizing your bumblebee or your honeybee, which you would like it to be.
Yeah.
And it's sort of the eyes, again, you can change the eyes colors to blue, grey, or brown eyes. And then, of course, like there's instruction at the back, you can skip certain steps if you like to. It's just how you want to personalize, how much detail you want it to be in your little bee.
And like you said, you know, the fact again that you've got, if you want to go more 3D with this, you can. If you want to lay it down as like a, you know, just an image on your cardstock, you can do. Be quick on this one though, because I have a feeling it's going to be very popular.
It's going to be one of these days.
Yeah, it's going to be
We're
one of
going to be
these days.
such a bee and happy day today.
Yes, and you're not getting stung on the price either, because it's a great deal today. You'll need the dice set, I think, with this as well. I think if people are going for the stamp sets, it's always a good idea to get the dice
Always good
as well,
idea to go
isn't
with
it?
the die. It cuts out the shape for you, so you can mat and layer, or you can put a 3D form, you can shape it. And then again, and then you have like the honey pot to go with it, and then a daisy flower to go with that as well. And then again, you do not need to use that. You can, if you have bought all the whole four of them, interchange those accessories.
$13.59 for the die set if you're platinum, or $19.59. As I mentioned, if you are new to us today, sign up to the club, free to do it, and you'll get that 20% saving on your first purchase. I kind of feel now, after seeing the bees, it's time to shed a little bit of light on the... You've missed me, haven't you? You've missed me. The Lighthouse collection, and let's just show you, shush John, let's just show you the kind of thing that you can create here. Guys, this is absolutely stunning, this card.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, again, multi-layer, and you can use all the stamps to make different combinations, different types of lighthouses. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the blue and the red, and then you can have whatever color, or you can just use the birds as their own.
Yeah, like
and then
here.
you can create a little silhouette of sunset. That is just using lighthouse, using the birds and the happy birthday. How easy it is to create an unusual, simple card as well.
Just like sort of, I love this. This reminds me, because I'm from sort of Devon. This reminds me of like Plymouth Hoe, the lighthouse there in Plymouth Hoe.
That's right.
You can create such beautiful scenes with these. Got a real sort of English feel about it, doesn't it? English
Yes.
You don't have much of a Devon accent, do you?
No, we're not. I'm hiding it. So
I saw he's lost his Scottish accent much of it. He had a bit of hinkling here and there, but he seems to have lost a bit.
You're Scottish, are you?
No, I'm from Devon as well.
Yes, of course you are. Yeah. We're both putting our TV voices on to disguise the Devon accent. $11.99 for the Lighthouse, or $17.19 if you're platinum. Now, next up, right, one of the cutest characters.
One of my favourites.
This is what we call our high definition stamp set.
Right.
Right. The definition that you get with this when you stamp it is incredible. Dexter the dog, and like all our stamp sets, Dexter can be anything. Dexter the pirate.
Are you joking me? How cute is this?
All these accessories are eventually arriving.
Yeah.
For Dexter, and then it can be used with the rest as well, with the Arthur and with all sorts as well. Yes, nautical.
It's a sailor. That's my grandfather there. Yeah, he was a sailor.
Can I just say, the noises in the gallery I've never heard before. Both Erin and Nicola are just like, we love it. Look, Dexter here. He's got a top hat and a bow tie on in the glasses.
Yes, so it's St. Patrick's Day, just to finish it.
You had too much to drink. It's been on the Guinness.
It's been on the Guinness. Yeah. Look, you've got a steampunk Dexter here as well, look.
Yeah. So it's all these things. It's like, although it's such a cute character, but it can be created into something more serious, like steampunk, a distress look to it, an evolve as well. You can just different things you can add on.
Steampunk serious, is it?
Yeah, even Dexter can have a little. Dexter can have that I think it's the Lily Ladybird's bow.
Oh yeah.
Hair bow on top, and it becomes another type of what should we name Dexter's?
Dexter.
Dexy.
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 Great, Dexter and Dexy. But you talk about HD. Look at the detail on the stamp itself, the fur detail that you've got on Dexter's face.
I cannot wait to show this to people. Honestly, as I said, it's like I'm performing a magic trick when you see this happen.
Yeah.
You wait till you see this later on. Now,
Yeah.
oh here we go, magic wand. I must just say very quickly, we've got the dies for Dexter as well. Already, 20% of the stock of the dies have gone.
I haven't done anything yet.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's too much waving of the magic wand, that's what it is, making these disappear. And again, similar, magic some more up quickly. And again, it's similar to the fact that you can use these individually with each other.
Yes,
yeah?
you can.
Yes,
You can.
Yeah.
It's all, but it's always better. For me, I always like to use it with the stamp. Is because when you cut it out, it just gives you a much more definitions with that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Dexter, and I have a feeling he's not going to be around too long. £15.99 for the die set, or $23.19 if you are shopping with us in the US and you are a Platinum member. Now, down here, I remember these two characters.
Do you?
Yeah, Tedward and Tilly, isn't it?
Yes.
Tedward was our very first multi-layer stamp set. Tedward took, it was our friend Helen who actually helped with this, and this was based on her childhood teddy bear. And it took Helen about 6 months to develop Tedward to get him to this stage.
Yeah.
But the detail, the definition is incredible. When I do this in front of people or show them the end result, they never think I've done it with a stamp.
You can't
They
believe
think
it.
I printed it off the internet.
Which almost photographic.
It is
Yes.
very almost photographic in the detail. He was our first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tedward's our baby.
He's our
Absolutely
mascot.
gorgeous. Yeah, and as I say, I remember him from the times when we've worked together before as well. As you've rightly said, the stamps here are phenomenal, and the detail that you've managed to get into these is amazing.
It is said that in the packaging, say there's a matching, there's a coordinating die to come with it, but at the moment I'm doing some adjustment with that, so there'll be more things coming in its way for Dexter.
Yeah. Oh, let's have a quick look at this. What have you got there?
Have you heard of Andy Warhol?
Yes.
Okay, this is my Tedward Warhol. Have a look at that.
Here we go.
There we are, look at that.
That's amazing.
That's my Tedward Warhol.
Yeah.
It is for sale if anybody's looking to buy it. Like £10,000 would be very nice, thank you. It is an original, I will say.
Original masterpiece.
But that is a great example of the definition that you're going to get from this stamp set.
Yeah, because a teddy bear, let's face it, can be any colour.
Yep.
You go into a teddy bear shop and you will see teddy bears like this, blue, orange, every colour but brown, really. So yeah, any colour you like. And just, as I said to people, crafting is fun. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
If it's not fun, why are you doing it?
Exactly.
So have fun with your colours. I've done all them in multicolours, and I mean, I just love doing that.
And you've got loads of different stamp sentiments as well. So for new baby cards, you've got birthdays in there. A berry, happy birthday to you. Bear hugs, love that. Welcome to the world. Really lovely set. Always very popular. It's Tedward. It's just brilliant stamps. £15.99 platinum or $23.19. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I mean, Tedward's got to have a friend, surely.
This is his girlfriend.
Oh, here we go.
And of course, there's one thing you forgot. So Tedward and Tilly are an item.
Yeah.
And Dexter is a pet dog.
Oh!
And guess what?
What?
They all live together in the lighthouse.
Ah! It's all coming together now. I'm loving this, telling the story.
And all those other little creatures, they all live in the garden.
Oh! So that's why you need to get them all then, isn't it?
Oh yes,
Really?
you have to.
I feel a children's book coming.
I do. But well, maybe if you get the collection, there's nothing to stop you making your own little book, is there? You know, with the kids.
No,
Why not?
Not at all.
And I love Tilly as well because, again, you've got that same level of detail that you got with Tedward, but she's a slightly different design of bear, isn't she?
Yeah, she's more husky. Husky sort of
Like one of these fluffy teddy bears.
yeah. What's the word that's called? Oops.
Whoops, he's lost
Oh,
his
that's
hat.
gone. It's all coming off. But just again, draw you into the detail that you've got on the fur of Tilly there. Just gorgeous. Yeah. And again, I mean, this is a Christmas card. Perfect for all year round, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
It's for the newborn, as I say, for Christmas, for Easter now, or even just for any just get well soon. You know, just like looking at Tilly and looking at Tedworth, you was like, oh, you feel much better after your little illness scenario.
Listen, if you've
illness scenario. The thing is, these are the sort of stamps you can stamp and put them on any type of card. I hate to say this, but you imagine even, I was saying it, imagine even putting that on a sympathy card and sending it to someone. How their face is just going to light up, no matter how bad they feel. They're going to have a smile on their face when they see these.
Party hat.
That's what I like. That's what I like to think about them. Yeah.
I think this is a very strange comparison, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know, when you think about like flowers for every occasion, teddy bears for every occasion as well.
That's
Yes,
right.
they are. Because everybody will have a teddy bear in some form in their
I've
own
still got
life.
my teddy bear. I'm 43 next month. I've still got my teddy bear.
Yeah. Mine went to hospital one day, never came back. So my mum says.
Because I always remember my own teddy bear. My own teddy bear was actually what we called, because there's 4 of us in the family when we were young. Then my youngest brother was born 12 years later. My mum saw work, and then her very first paycheck, she got four teddy bears for us, but the panda bears, and all the same. And then, but eventually, since we're playing, one lost a ear, one lost an eye, one lost the nose, and one lost a tail. So we literally know who belongs to who.
Oh, right.
And then, it's a pity, I thought, because when we moved house, I think it seems to have just disappeared at the time. So I do miss it when I look at pictures. So, but end of the day,
if you miss your teddy too, get this collection today and just, you know, rekindle those memories. £15.99 for Tilly, or $23.19. We are very busy already. We shall be catching up with Gordon and Justin again in just a little while for about an hour or so during Craft Chat Create, and you guys are going to be with us right throughout the day as well.
yes, we will be. Yes.
So much to look forward to. By the way, there's some amazing items on the show for you as well. A few of you have already chatted about the spray and boss. That's on the show, plus loads more. So we will catch up with the guys on all of those deals in just a little while. Not just excited today for the fact that Be Creative are here, but also excited that coming up a little bit later on with Craig and George, we have got a brand new launch, and Corrine's got a bit of a sneaky peek for you right now.
Ooh,
I certainly have. Thank you. Oh, don't get an applause that often very often. Right, so we're going to be launching our concertina 3D border dies. So these are absolutely gorgeous, and they're so clever. It's not until you actually look at them and you think, oh, now I know why they've done that. So we're going to give you the corner with all the score lines, all the miters, and then for each one we're going to give you 2 different sizes for the edges. So when you fold them out, you can see that they fold just like that. Now what you can then do, so this one is the lace, and I'll show you how you put them together. So you can put them all together and you get this, let me put it the right way up, the car's the right way up. You get this gorgeous border frame. So we've used the larger one in here. Now you can use the larger one in there and remove this one, and that's going to give you your sort of your thinner, your A5 size. Or you can use the corners without the borders, or you could do it the other way around. That looks absolutely beautiful. So what we're giving you is we're giving you choice. We're giving you adaptability. We could have just given you like we could have given you from there to there. Yeah. But then that you'd have only been able to make one size, one shape, whatever. By giving you it in 3 pieces, if I show you on here again on the lace, you've got control, and that's what I like. For me, having that control. So that is your lace, and then this is your vines. I think personally, if you have to have a favourite, I like the vines. Okay. I don't know why, but it's just. But you don't have to pick, do you? No. You're going to get them all.
That price as well is phenomenal. I've just seen the price.
I've just seen. That is amazing, isn't it? So that price doesn't reflect what you can do with it.
No, absolutely not.
At all. So you're going to get the corner again. You're going to get the larger edge and the smaller edge. So if I show you here, can you remember how on the lace we made the large frame with that border? If you bring in the smaller one, you get a much smaller frame.
Yeah.
You see on there. Now these are going to be brilliant for all of your decoupage elements. They're going to look fantastic with pictures in. And again, removing the side elements. So we've got the longer ones. Again, you could bring in the smaller ones if you wanted, or we can just be using the corners on their own. Nothing to say, I haven't got one here, but nothing to say you can't just use the sides on their own as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you have something really large, then put multiples together or mix the large and the small. If you're doing a home decor piece, you could make a really large frame and really, really personalise it.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, really, because when you look at that price, that to me says a die set that will just do the one thing, which kind of almost limits you a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you see just a bit of a sneak peek as to the kind of things that you can achieve, so it's basically beautiful 3D borders for any card, any size, really.
Any card, any size, any photo frame, any picture frame, any home decor. It's going to work really, really well.
Absolutely, and again, you can see here how beautiful this is for things like your flower-forming flowers, foam flowers. Also,
all your card ones.
All your card ones. We've got the decoupage florals on the shows today for you, so those would be absolutely perfect. Imagine how cute as well the little characters would look.
Oh,
like
they look gorgeous.
Little
frame.
Little frame on Tedward and Tilly.
Tedward, yeah.
They'd be so
Yeah, I bet you could get Tedward and Tilly
I
in
reckon
there.
you probably could. You could.
Perfect.
Frame them. By the way, loads of you are going bonkers for the Be Creative goodies. We will read some of your messages in just a little bit, but we're going to give you time to check out your baskets right now, and we will come back in just a few moments' time. But whether you're going for the launch day goodies or indeed any of the Be Creative goodies, head to the checkouts right now, and we will come back in just a couple of moments.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila, an amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make your die cutting tools last as long as your love for crafting with the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates. Your metal dies are put under lots of pressure with each pass through your Gemini die cutting machine. So to make sure they cut crisp, clean, delicate designs for years to come, you need to look after your dies, and that's where the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates come in.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours. I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up. I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome back. There's so many lovely comments coming through about Gordon and Justin. Be creative. You guys are shopping right now. Just read a few of these. Lorna Fernandez says, woohoo! Gordon and Justin are in the house. It's going to be a good show. Lorna also saying, I've got the teddy bear Gordon was holding. It is absolutely amazing. Sensational Sky loves the fox. Sherry Dover says, these little critters are adorable. Lorna's saying, I've got that lighthouse too. They stamp out beautifully. My favourite, though, is the teddy bear. Yeah, Tedwood and Tilly, always very popular.
Original and best.
Yes, yes. Connie, hello, Nee, says, OMG, cuteness overload. Marsha's ordered. And someone's also, Sensational Skies just put, blame Ben with laughy faces. What am I getting blamed for now? What?
Life.
Everything did. Did you just say life? Yeah. I'm getting it all from all corners today. Over there, from John, here, from Corrine in the gallery. Seriously, I don't have to come here to take this kind of abuse. Why? Where do you normally go? Right. If you want to get in touch with us today, you can do. Monday Makers is coming up a little bit later on. 6 o'clock this evening, which is 2 o'clock, isn't it now? 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and we're going to be looking at the Aperture stamp collection. 6 elements in total that you're going to be getting here, and these are super cute for the fact that you've got so many different stamps within this collection, and you've got the ability to be able to create your own stamped apertures to pop inside whatever you wish, really. You've got the butterflies in here, so whether or not you then want to add your own sentiments in, which you get with this collection, or whether you want to pop in your own image, or, you know, indeed more butterflies in there, you absolutely can do. If I just whiz through and show you all the different designs that you're going to get, and I know Corinne's got some lovely cards to show you too. I love the fact that we're doing a lot more of balloons within our collections as well. I think the hot air balloons, always very, very popular indeed. The sky's the limit is your wonderful sentiment that you're getting there. You're also getting a terrarium. Again, so beautiful. You can build up your own detail inside the aperture should you wish. You know, if you want to fussy cut these out again, you can do. Create an aperture. Use these as frames. You know, put a bit of vellum behind. Put some acetate behind. It's entirely up to you. But if you just want to stamp and then pop in a beautiful sentiment, you've got those within the collections as well. There's stunning wreaths as well. This is the birds and branches. For all occasions as well, whether it be for good luck cards, whether it be for thank you cards. You've got the beautiful little heart aperture there as well, the floral heart. So again, Valentine's, on wedding days potentially, anniversary cards, absolutely you can use it for those too. And then lastly in this set is that beautiful wild bloom. So plenty of stamps, plenty of craftability with these, and for all occasions really, Corinne, aren't they?
They really are, and I love how you're going to be able to make so many different size cards. So the first one I've got is that gorgeous butterfly frame. And again, we've put the sentiment in the centre. I love that ombre effect. And the fact that you've got so many extra dies as well. So if you look at all of these are just, you know, using all those extra dies to create your beautiful, beautiful backgrounds. So you just, you know, stamp them round and use them just like that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So we've got the best and the wishes, and then the sentiment in there. So that was the first one. That was the butterfly frame. Yep. This one, which we were saying, this is the balloons. Isn't that gorgeous? And we've just trimmed out inside of one of those so that we've got a lovely little shaker card. I think that is really special. And again, I love how the balloons all just sort of, you know, go back off into the background. The terrarium. Is that the right way?
Terrarium.
Yeah, not a good one for first thing in the morning when your mouth's not warmed up. I love the colourways of this. This is so pretty. Just picking out the purples, the lilacs with those sort of not jade greens, moss greens.
Moss greens. I love the sentiment in there as well.
Hello, you.
Hello, you.
Gorgeous, isn't it? And then the next one we've got is the birds and branches. So you can see all of these cards are so different just by putting them on differently, and again using all those extra stamps around the outside. So pretty. We've also got the heart, the floral heart, which I think is gorgeous. You've got the heart in the middle and then all the flowers around the outside. So if you are somebody that's not into your colouring, all we've done here is we've heat embossed this, so we've got that raised element, but just coloured 3 of the flowers in. No shading, just simple, simple colouring. I mean, you can create that. It's really achievable. And then the final one is the wild blooms aperture, which is, again, we've now going into our sort of rectangular cards. So, so pretty. I just think these are, like you say, they're going to cover so many occasions, whether it's birthdays, whether it's weddings, whether it's just because, you know, it's just for a friend, it's for your mum, it's for your nan, whichever, they're going to work perfectly.
And again, just have a quick look here. There's my Devonshire accent coming out there. Why do I talk like that? Have a look here, and you can see. Look at the saving that you're making. £54, $62. That's an unbelievable buy today on Monday Makers. £23.38 for the lot. or $26.91. That's even before your discount within Club Inspire. Wherever you are, you're going to get an extra.
It's like you found it in the sale section.
It is like you found it in the sale section. Or did we mention, I like what you did there, did we mention there's a spring sale on the website right now, up to 70% off. Do make sure you shop the sale. It is live and available for you up until the end of play on the 28th of March, so that is on Sunday. Loads of you chatting with me right now. Lots of you saying you've got your orders in with Be Creative particularly. Corinne just said, I've got my order in. I really shouldn't shop at 3:40 in the morning. Lots of goodies just fell into my basket. It's good, isn't it, when you shop when you're half asleep and then you wake up and you're like, what did I buy? What did I buy? And lots of you telling me that you're loving the brand new launch as well. Stephen just saying, read the teddies. Got my hands on the teddy bears. I've been looking for those for over a year. Now, let's have a look at what else is coming up on Monday Makers. The Big Scene Creator Card dies. 12 dies you're going to get here in total, and these are fantastic because they do exactly what they say on the screen, on the tin. They are going to give you, with one pass, the ability to create the most stunning cards. And this is the thing, right? If you've got your die cutting machine, you've got these dies, run them through, boom, you've created an absolutely beautiful scene. And in its simplest form, if you're then wanting to just add perhaps a bit of colour, maybe add a little sentiment, a ribbon on there, whatever it might be, you've got a phenomenal card. But if you then want to go further and do more with these, I mean, there is so much scope. The butterflies, by the way, I mean, how much detail we get into our dies always amazes me. But then with the butterflies, you've even got the ability to manipulate and lift those wings out even further to give your cards such a wow effect. You've got beautiful scenes on here, such as this lovely churchyard scene. Again, so perfect for weddings. We're heading into that sort of time, aren't we? Time of the year. If you're wanting to create an absolutely stunning wedding card, you've got that gorgeous church scene. You've then got something a little bit more sort of fantastical and mystical with that moon and stars. And once again, so much snippability with these. If you wanted to personalise them even more, popping these onto acetate, doing your paper piecing potentially as well. This ornate cross, by the way, how stunning is that with all of that floral detailing in? If you want to do a little bit of paper piecing, as I said, you can do. The balloon, absolutely phenomenal. That is the Take Flight die, and then you've also got, again, this screams to me to be paper pieced. The rustic roses, absolutely phenomenal. Those are all the dies that you're going to get. 12 dies in total in this collection. What a fantastic collection this is.
I just love how, if you look at this, all we've done is we've created a lovely, lovely background, but just cutting it out of white looks absolutely beautiful. A couple of gems and you've got your card ready to go. As you said, this one is going to be absolutely perfect for your weddings. Look at that on a domed card. So we've created that dimension. This one, every time I go through the moon and stars, I love this one because look at that. Just cutting it out and putting in the glitter. We've got the cross. Now we've got the hot air balloons. So straight away, I'm now thinking we've gone into children's potentially. And then finally, we've got our gorgeous roses. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Does it have to be on acetate? They can be on card. It's entirely up to you.
Absolutely amazing. You'll see those in more detail a little bit later on Monday Makers with George and Craig.
Yep.
Again, if you want to pick those up today, let me look at the saving. You're saving £60, $70. And of course, if you want to use ClearPay here in the UK, you've got a ClearPay account, then you've got the ability to spread the cost over 4 interest-free payments too. Lots to be excited about today, lots coming up. We've just given you a bit of a sneak peek as to what is going to be happening, but lots more to come as well. Craft Chat Create is on the way in just a few moments' time, where we'll be seeing more from Corinne and also more from Gordon and Justin as well. It's all coming up. We will be back with you in just a few moments' time. Hello, very good morning. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you if you joined us during Wake Up Call. You'll have got a bit of a taste as to what today is all about. If you have just joined us, welcome to the start of a brand new week. At the start of a brand new week where we bring you our spring sale. That is live now on the website. Do make sure you have a look. I'm not joking you when I say to you some of the prices I can't believe. Up to 70% off certain items, 50%, 60%, 70%. We're talking across dies, stamps, embossing folders. Have a good look. You will find an absolute steal of a deal right there for you. We might highlight a few of those as we head through this show. Also, worth bearing in mind, as far as Spectrum Noir is concerned, we've got 3 for 2 on selected Spectrum Noir accessories. That has gone live as of today and runs through until the 27th of March. So again, have a good look, get those deals whilst they're there, because you'll be kicking yourself if you do miss out. And it's also World Poetry Day today. So if you fancy, I know this is a bit of a big ask, I know I ask a lot of you, but if you fancy writing a masterpiece over the course of the next couple of hours, a poem about Crafters TV, a poem about, you know, your favourite presenters and crafters here, or if you've got like a poem, maybe you write poems, you know, sort of every day. If you want to send us in one of your poems, we will read them out as we head through the show. Now, talking about poems, I've got a great way to introduce our crafty friends who are with us today. Thank you very much to the very talented Marsha Nelson. Marsha, I hope you're good. This is your poem that you've written about our guests today.
Is it good?
Well, hope, for your sake, I hope so.
Is it clean?
No, it's really good. It is. I feel like I need to wrap this a bit more, but it goes, Gordon and Justin sitting in a tree, crafting, crafting and grafting, planning new techniques, showing us how it's done on Crafters TV. Tebbutt and Basil make you look like Bob Ross, but nothing is better than spray emboss. Iridescent watercolours only need a bit. Everything is simple with Be Creative.
Yay! Well done, Marshall. Well done.
That is wonderful. Who's that guy? Bob Ross, did you say?
Yeah.
Who's Bob Ross?
I just can't believe that you've literally written that.
That is just wonderful.
Is it Bob Ross? Is it the one with the
Bob Ross is
puffy hair?
Yeah, he's the artist.
Yeah, the artist with a big buffy hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
He's fantastic. He's
That's
genius.
really good.
That is
Yeah.
well done, Marshall.
Yeah.
Is it copyrighted or can be borrowed?
Well, I was going to say, what you could do is, you know, you were selling your Tedwood Warhol for 10,000.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any bids yet.
Well, I think
starts at £10,000.
Marsha's selling that song for 10,000, so you could swap you could swap it over. Couldn't you? So lovely to have you guys with us. By the way, already all your items are flying out the door, particularly the Dexter die set, 60% of the stock gone.
Yeah.
For anyone who's just joined us, Gordon, just give us a bit of a heads up as to what's coming up today.
Well, today's a magical day because it's all about multi-layer stamping. Multi-layer stamping like you have never really seen before. All our multi-layer stamps are highly detailed, and we're all used to seeing like multi-flowered stamps with flowers and things like that, but people aren't used to seeing multi-layer stamps with all these wonderful little creatures that live with Justin and I. You know, they're all in Justin's head. So it's going to be a magical day.
Yeah. And also for people who, I mean, a lot of people have. There's Dexter. That was subtle, wasn't it? Thanks very much. This is Dexter the dog. Sorry, I was too busy chatting and I just saw this strange man come at me. What was I going to say? Oh yes, for those of you who know Be Creative, you have got some of your kind of famous products coming up later on, including
the spray and the spray emboss,
yeah,
which I'm going to use to people how to go and shape it and things like that, and then it's just to give it a bit more 3D to your die cut images, and especially for the new stems like Lily, Basil
Arthur.
and Arthur.
Yeah.
So I'll be most probably doing Arthur first to show you, because there's different personalities you can create with all the characters that we have there.
So loads of great new characters to introduce you to. This is Dexter, by the way. 60% of the dies have gone. But yeah, loads of great stamps, loads of great characters, and loads of great hints and tips for you as well. Look at Dexter, he's a sailor. Yeah. He's like the cutest thing ever. I could literally look at these all day, but we need to go over to this side of the studio. What's that, Dexter? Why, Pirate Dexter, why are we going over that side of the studio? Because we are! Corrine's with us. What have you got coming up, Corrine?
No puns, I can promise you no puns. Right, so I've got these beautiful hanging ornaments. Now, what you get is, in two of them, you get your frames. So let me see, you've got your circular frames, which are absolutely beautiful. And then the ornaments are interchangeable. So here we've got the butterfly hanging from one, we've got the cupcake, or you can, oh, that's a heart one, so I put the heart in the centre, or you can put the gorgeous presents. So you just cut them out and make them as many times as you want. Look at that, the heart with the butterfly. So you can see here, the butterfly fits in the circle or it fits in the heart. It's entirely up to you. So that's your hanging frames. So that's the first demonstration we're going to show you. The second demonstration, hopefully we'll get time to show you, are our gorgeous word sentiment die. So you've got your friend, you've got your love. Oh, I picked up two with friend on. I love this one because we've heat embossed through the stencil on that. And we've got thanks. We've got loads and loads of different words, and we'll show you all of those. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So these are your shaped word dies. Beautiful.
Yeah, so much to come over the course of this show. They are phenomenal as well. Like, such a great idea, those, when it comes to, you know, just having something so simple as a die to create that big standout word for your cards. Thank you for all of the lovely messages coming through. You guys are having a brilliant morning with us, which is what we love to see. Pammy says, good morning, Corrine, Ben, Gordon, Justin, and the CTV crew. We've got Erin and Nicola steering the Good Ship Craft today. Sherry Dober says, that church that you showed on the creator cards would be great for an appreciation card for your pastor or your minister, and loads of you loving the poems as well. Feel free, you can either message those into the socials or send them into a studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. A lot of people loving Martha's poem / rap. We really, really love that, so do keep sending those through. Now, the everyday hanging ornament collections. I mean, seriously, there is nothing everyday about these. These are absolutely phenomenal, gorgeous. And the brilliant thing is as well with these, as you'll see, they're relatively simple to create as well, because it's all about, I suppose, like multi-cutting the actual worker die itself. If you want to use these, you know, simply as sort of frames on your cards, you can do, but obviously, you know, cut these once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, and then, you know, really begin to create absolutely phenomenal ornaments. Whether you're going to hang these, whether you're going to stand these, pop them on you know, tables for table settings, it is entirely up to you. But they are real standout projects that are really super duper simple for you to be able to start creating with. So as well as the opulent heart, with all of the dies to be able to decorate, you're then going to get your decadent butterflies as well. Again, you know, multi-cut these, create the actual shapes themselves. You know, you choose the cardstock, the paper that you want to use, you choose the colours that you want to go with. These are for all occasions and all seasons, absolutely they are. So you've got that kind of like the two main shapes, if you like, with the dies to be able to start working with those, but then we give you even more, because we give you dies that you can be popping into those ornaments. So your dreams of summer with the cocktail and the umbrella there. And again, super useful dies, these, for the fact that, yes, they are going to work and combine absolutely brilliantly with these ornament dies, but there's nothing to stop you then from using these elsewhere in your crafts as well. That one that you can see dangling in that little ornament is that beautiful cupcake, which comes in the Time to Celebrate set. So you've got ultimate craftability once again here, plenty to be working with. It's a £13 or $18 saving right now on this collection. £38.95 or $49.95 if you're shopping in the US. If you're a Platinum member, another 20% comes off that for you as well. Let's get looking at these though. Let's see how easy these are to pop together. I must just mention, by the way, you do get your pokey tools with these as well. 2 pokey tools are included with the deal. Right, as always, live and interactive. Any questions, any comments, get them in. But Corrine is like a coiled spring, ready to demonstrate.
I certainly am. Right, now, just so you know, in the pack with the ones that have got the actual frames in, so that one's just got all the accessories in, but this one is the circle with the butterflies, you're going to get your instructions. So you get a little sheet that tells you exactly what to do. And you can also, you know, you can just see exactly what you do. But it's really, really straightforward. So what I've got here is I've got my frame. I've got my circular frame. And I can see down here that I've got a score line in there. So that's going to help me to score it. But it's not too prominent a score line that if I want to make it on the front of the card, because we've hardly talked about these. Yes, they make the most gorgeous standalone projects, but if you actually want to just cut out a circle aperture in your card and have it as like a front of your shaker card, that would look beautiful as well. So I've then just got some of my gorgeous pearlescent blue cardstock, and just a minute, let's go the other way so we're not cutting into our mats. There we are, right. Pop those on there and then line those up. Now these are going to go through your smaller platform, so your junior. So you could put these through quite easily on your junior plates if you wanted to. So we can run that through. Now I like to do a little bit of inking. There's no requirement to ink at all. You can just literally cut and go. Maybe you're going to cut them out of decorative papers. There was a lovely one that I saw, and they alternated between like a black and a yellow gold paper, so you know that would work equally as well. So I've got that. Oh, look at that, everything's popped out. I've got my score line just there. So all I'm going to do is fold it on that score line just there, and fold it on that score line just there. You can see it comes together, and it's, look at that, matches up perfectly. Then you just want to get your score tool and burnish that. Now you can ink first or do this bit first, it's entirely up to you. So now I'm going to open that out. I'm just going to get a couple of inks. So it is back to our stable of inks, fuchsia and parakeet. I mean, I've only been here a few weeks. They are just they're just the stable, aren't they? They're
you've fallen into that kind of that group of picking the sort of same colours which everybody loves it, but they work brilliantly together, don't they?
They really do. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of ink, just, you know, wherever you feel like, just put in a little bit of ink across here. And even though this is like a pearlescent card, it still takes my ink perfectly. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of blue, and I might just pick up my pink in a minute again and blend, so I can then just come across here.
We have got some water reactive ink pads on the show for you as well, if you're after those, a 10-piece selection if you want to shop the show and grab those.
Perfect. So just going over where the colours have joined. So that's all I'm going to do. Really nothing too complex at all, but just adding a little bit of colour. So move those out of the way. So the next thing I want to do is I want to work out what I'm going to hand down from these. So as I said, this one comes out of the set which is called the Decadent Butterfly. So you've got that, but that doesn't mean I have to use the butterfly. What I've chosen to do, I've gone into the Time to Celebrate, and if I pull out the Time to Celebrate, you don't get the shape with this one, but you get all of your accessories. So let me grab my bin. Oh, my bin's right over there. Should have checked that.
And again, these accessories you'll use elsewhere, won't you? You know, perfect for this collection, but these are great dies just to add.
Absolutely, they're going to work all over. Now, what I've done here is I've put some masking tape on the back of my cardstock just there, and I'm going to get the little cupcake. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put that on there, make sure I put it over, and I'm going to take out my magnetic shim. So I'm actually going to cut with just 3 plates, because what I want to do is I want it to cut the outside but leave the detail in. I might have to give it a little bit of a helping hand. You can go back in and put your magnetic shim in, but it's going to cut out all the detail. When it cuts out all the detail, I get, can you see that on there? Can you see all of that gorgeous detail just like that? But what I'm actually trying to do here is, can you see this? This is, I just need to pop it now because it's got the masking tape on the back. It will just pop out like that. There we go. So just another technique when you're die cutting. Ah, there you go, it came out perfectly. Just move that little bit of masking tape. And can you see we've got that on there? So on here, no masking tape on the back, my right plate combination, and all the pieces pop out. This one, because it's got masking tape on the back, look at that, it's all stayed in there. And then all I need to do, I've already started to ink this one, that one, and then I went with my paler blue just to go down the sides just here, just like that. And then we can do that. And then I should have, I cut it out again in the pink, but trimmed out the bottom just there. So we can pop that together. Let's just find the right tape pen. So we can just go across there. You can use your tacky glue or your tape pens, it's entirely up to you. And then we're just going to paper piece those together Just so easy, just like that. And then this one is going to go on here. Now, because I have put 3 layers together, and just like that, because I've put 3 layers together, obviously my score line's going to struggle a little bit more. So I'm just going to get my scoreboard. Where's my scoreboard gone? There it is. So the scoreboard in that lovely bundle. This isn't the exact one, but you will find a scoreboard in your bundle. And I'm just going to go back in and I'm just going to reinforce that score line. And I'm only doing that because of it's got so many layers. If I'd only just done it in the 1 layer, it would have there would have been enough of a score line in there. So I'm just going to fold that.
That deal at the bottom of your screen, so you get your scoreboard in there, your envelope box creator, your enveloper, also your boxer board, and then you get your top scoreboard plus 30 sheets of Centura Pearl for free in the collection. It is your morning must-have. That deal live while stocks last, or for 24 hours. So if you're short of scoreboards, maybe you're just starting out and you want to make sure that you get off to the very best start when it comes to crafting, then that selection is great, because a lot can be said for having a good scoreboard or good scoreboards at your disposal. Because it's,
do you know what, it's making sure you've got the parts that are going to give you the best results.
Yes.
Because then you're going to carry on. If your makes don't look good, then that's when you're going to give up,
exactly,
aren't you?
right.
So all I'm doing now is I'm doing 1 side at a time. I'm just putting plenty of glue on and I'm just building them up. Just like this. And now, the choice is yours. How dimensional do you want this to be? So far you can see we've got 3, but we can go in as many as you want. So we can put that in there. How many have I got? I've got 4, I've got 5. I might just go 4 because it's getting quite bulky. So I'm going to put 1 more in, this side in, before I, come on, I want to get it right there, we go, to the edge. Put that one in. That goes just there. And before I seal the last side shut, I've got some invisible thread. Now I was seeing these, they've got lots of ribbons, threads, it's entirely up to you. So hopefully you can see.
Can't see it, it's invisible.
I know.
What do you mean? What do you mean hopefully you can see? It's invisible. What are you cutting there? I can't
No idea, Ben. No idea. No idea. So I'm going to take this through here.
Talk about the guys there doing some magic today. Gordon and Justin, you're doing magic with a magic
I certainly am.
invisible thread.
Right, I'm just going to put a little bit of a knot in there.
Knotting air.
I feel like I'm knotting air, to tell you the
I don't know if
truth.
my eyesight is bad, and I know it is invisible thread. I literally can't see it.
Can't you?
So this is very exciting. In a minute you can be like, ooh, it's a floating cupcake.
No, I was trying to do it in double thickness and I've lost the double thickness. Right.
Well, it must be hard when you can't see it.
I know.
I mean, seriously.
I'm not making it any easier for myself here, am I, at all? Right, okay. So
It does. Look, Erin's just said it looks like you're doing finger dancing.
let's put that down there. Right, and I'm going to help myself a little bit and I'm going to give myself a little bit of hot glue to catch my invisible thread in. There we go.
But how do you know that you've caught it in there if it's invisible?
I'll never know, will I? I will never know.
No.
Put that through
Keep everything
my
crossed.
hot glue and then I'm going to seal it up.
Yeah.
Let's get that lined up a little bit. I've caught that just off because of the hot glue. Let's go back and line it up a bit better. There we go. So now you can see. I've got 4 on here, but you can put in as many as you want.
It's a floating cupcake! That's amazing.
Amazing. Right, let me just get rid of my thread off the bottom, otherwise that's going to really annoy me. There we are.
You should join the magic circle with tricks like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Gordon and Justin are going to deliver enough magic throughout the course of the day.
But you always bring the magic, Corrine.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
As well.
You know the nicest things to say.
I do.
Thank you.
Lovely lady.
Right, all I'm going to do now, get my invisible thread to the middle. I'm just going to put myself a little bead of glue just to hold it where I want. And that can then just go to one side to dry for a minute. Let me just put that to one side, right, to dry. And then, see, I've got even more here. Now I'm going to come in now with my frames. And we're going to do exactly the same with the frames. I've got 1, 2, 3, there we go, 4. You can put on as many as you want. This is what is so much fun. We're going to take it, you know, you've got so much that you can decorate. Let me make sure I'm using the dotty tape pen.
Do you know what as well? So many people obviously love the kind of 3D effect that you can create with these, but a lot of people commenting that they just like, you know, one die cut stuck onto the card, you know, used as a frame.
Exactly.
That way. And
Yeah.
that's how versatile they are. There's a card over here, which I'll show you after Corrine's demo, where we've used it on the outside as a frame, but then when you open it up, you've then got like the 3D effect inside
I know,
the
almost
card.
like a pop-out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really clever.
absolutely. So you can see, right, all I'm doing now is just lining these up. So I've got one, there we go, make sure they're stuck. So that's 2 together, and then we can just add on our next one. And then you just keep adding in a little bit of the glue to make sure, oh, I've just pulled that one straight back off. Why did I do that? I was trying to lift it up nice and quickly before it stuck to the cardstock. There we go, there we are, right. And then my next one. But how much, can you imagine doing these with the children? They're going to love to make things like that because it's so, it's kinetic almost, isn't it? I know kinetic we think of movement, but it's, you know, it's got that sort of, that feel to it that's going to...
You do have the movement, don't you? Because you've got the...
You do, don't you, really?
The
can do it this way.
heart or the butterfly or whatever in the middle. So, yeah, absolutely.
They're going to be the sort of things that, you know, if you give these as a gift or a card to give to someone, it's going to be the one that everybody is drawn to, isn't it, and has a look
I also
at.
think that these, as much as you know, you can go to town a little bit more with the butterflies and the hearts because you can cut them multiple times. I think these would look cool with your twirling characters as well. Those character cards. So again, you want to get the kids involved.
That's it. I mean, the fact that we've given you the frames is just like the starter, and then it's up to you exactly what you put in the frame. Right, so this is going to be my last frame, and then we can then, before I seal it shut, we need to then hang in the cupcake. And like I say, at the top of the cupcake is a little hole, so if you are using something like a ribbon, you're going to be able to just thread that through there as well. So that's going to go, just line that up. Let me just start at the bottom and line it up properly. Line up from the bottom.
The other thing which Corrine's demonstrating brilliantly here is, which I hopefully got across at the top, is that, you know, whilst these look like you spent hours putting them together, it's actually quite a simple process, isn't it? Once you've made once you've made the die cuts.
Exactly. I'm just going to,
you know,
that one hasn't stuck very well, so let's just stick that one down again. There we go.
Just to say, whilst you're sticking, I know there's loads of you shopping the Be Creative goodies, just to let you know, all the items are separate, all right? So if you want to buy, for example, Arthur the Bee, you can buy the stamp collection. I think it does say on the packaging, dies are available, which they are, but obviously the stamps and the dies you get individually. So if you want to combine the two, you'll obviously have to get the stamps, then buy the dies separately. They don't come as a bundle. So that just I think a few people getting a little bit confused with that. So you can buy the stamps on their own should you wish, buy the dies on their own should you wish, or we recommend get both together because you get more out of your collections that way. But hopefully that has cleared it up.
Yeah, I mean, that gives you, again, we were saying earlier, it's all about the control, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about giving you maximum control. Right, last one. So I've now just, before I've sealed it shut, I've put my cupcake in the middle, again, with my invisible thread, and then I'm just going to come down here, oops. This is probably the most awkward one to get your tape onto. So let's just make sure I've got plenty of tape on there, and then lift that one up and close the loop. Now, as I said, I've done 5 on here. You can do as many as you want. It's entirely up to you. You can put in as many hoops or hearts as you want to do. So let's just press that down there, and then, oh, I just got a piece of glue on there I need to get off. I've got my glue just sticking out the top. Now, we've given you bows and all sorts. There's so much that you can accessorize these with, oops, with details. You know, you could be putting cupcakes on the outside. You've got bows, you've got sentiments, everything that you might want to put. But I just wanted to show you that is the basic concept.
Really cute.
And how easy was that? It was just about, the thing that's going to take you the longest is cutting out as many of the elements that you want to hang in the middle and the frames. So, I mean, if you wanted to, I think it says on the instructions, we recommend, let me just have it, I think it was 6 to 8. Let me just remind myself. Yeah, it says 6 to 8. I've done 5, and it's really robust and hangs beautifully. So it's entirely up to you. There we go. Sorry, Ben.
Sorry.
Just letting you grab something.
I was just grabbing something. Sorry. Just to
And
say,
dropping.
I'll tell you in a minute. It's fine. What am I going to tell you? What am I going to tell you? That's what you're wondering. Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll just quickly recap this deal for you. So you are going to get the Opulent Heart and Decadent Butterfly set. So these give you the actual frames themselves, all right? So the ability to be able to create the actual ornaments themselves. So you've got the dies there for the beautiful butterfly. You've then got the beautiful Opulent Heart in there as well. So the hanging heart, you've got then the smaller hearts and stars to be able to decorate that up with. And then we give you the 2 die sets to be able to decorate these with cupcakes, should you wish, to be able to decorate them with the presents, should you wish. But let's just, get it in your mind again that these are perfect die sets to use elsewhere. You don't just have to use these as a hanging ornament. You can use these wherever you want in your craft too. I like this collection, if I'm being honest with you. The Dream of Summer there with the old the flowers and the cocktail and the little umbrella. I think that's really, really lovely. It is $38.95 or $49.95 if you're grabbing this collection today. I think this is a brilliant card to demonstrate just how you can use these. So yes, you can use them as ornaments. Yes, you can use them just as one cut on the front of your card, and you can also go boom and have it as a pop-up in the centre of your card as well. So multi-uses, really, really fun. And again, let's just think about all of the dies that you've got that you'll be able to pop a different ornament inside to create that hanging effect. £38.95, $49.95. You'll also get your pokey tools with that collection as well. 2 of those included. Now, the reason I disappeared a minute ago because I had to go and fetch the dog, because the dog was over there and he wouldn't come over. I was like, Dexter, get over here. Unfortunately, Dexter the dog dies, that's not easy to say. Don't scream and shout. They've now sold out. Dexter the dog dies. Thank you, John. Disappeared. However, Justin and Gordon will be back in very shortly indeed to talk you through all of these. If you want the stamps, though, of Dexter the dog, they are still available for you. But what I can tell you is right across the board, on all of the goodies, things are flying. 20% of the stock of the stamps have gone. So if you love Dexter, you're thinking, oh, I've missed the dies, you can still pick him up in stamp form. So you can create him as a pirate, you can create him as a little country gent, or indeed sort of St. Patrick's Day-esque as well. Grab those. We'll look at those in more detail in just a bit. Now, if you are looking for adhesives, then let me point you in the way of our red liner tape. Really, really good is this for your construction needs. We've got this in various sizes, and what we've done this time is we've teamed up other sizes together. So this is a 3-pack of 3mm red liner tape, £6.49 today, or $12.99 with a 10% saving. Also, we've got the 6mm, and again, what we've done here is we've bundled together 3 of these 6mm rolls for you at £6.99, $16.99, less your club-inspired discount. And then we've also got some of your wet glue, this time around the tacky glue, great for your construction, great to give you that rock-solid grip, and absolutely perfect for sticking like your cardstock that's got your coating on, or like your glitter sort of coating on. That's what this is perfect for. You're also going to get your fine-tip glue applicators as well. 2 of those. Great price today, 30% saving. That's just £4.99 or $6.49. Next up, these are brilliant. The guys in the gallery today, I mean, Erin and Nicola are living their best life. Honestly, I've never heard them so happy. It's because I'm back in, isn't it, guys? You haven't worked with me for ages. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Right. These shaped word dies, how cool are these? Like being able to create cards that spell out a word. I mean, it sounds simple, but these just look the absolute business. And they are so simple to do. We've got 5 different dies within this collection, and again, if you're just wanting to create the most standout cards for all sorts of different occasions, then these are perfect. That's not to say again that you always have to create the card shape with these. You may decide that you just want to make your normal shape card and you want to have a big hello you know, on the front. Well, you've got the ability to be able to do that as well, should you wish to. Really, really simple to be able to say hello, or thanks, or love, or friend. And you've also got in here, 'cause I'm happy. And I'll show you all of the dies that you're going to get. I've actually shown you all the cards, but just to recap everything that you're going to get in this set, you've got your love there. And as I said, the ability to be able to make the card shape, but then the ability just to be able to cut the shapes out themselves. So love, happy, thanks, friend, and hello. Hello. You're also going to get, oh, you get a stamp. No, you don't get stamps. Stamps are available individually, but if you want to get this collection today, the 5 dies, sorry John, just chucked it, Johnny's had to go and, all right, mate. £50.99 or $57.99 less your Club Inspired discount. Let's get on over to Corrine, because this morning is absolutely flying by and we want to see these before we see the Be Creative lads. So which one are you going to craft with?
Right, I'm going to craft with the love, and I'm going to make something probably quite similar to what you've got in front of you, an easel card for this. So I've taken a piece of card from my Gnomes cardstock. So this is my Gnomes cardstock, and it's a nice red. And so it's the full 12 by 12. What's just fallen down? My glue gun's fallen down. Right, so there we are. So I'm going to take this now and I'm going to score it. And I'm going to score it at 3 5/8. So that's my 3 5/8 one. And I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to score at 7 1/4. So there's 7 1/4. There we go, 7. Yeah, that's 7 1/4. I am rapidly converting into my inches. I always did centimetres or millimetres.
Really?
And I'm being very good in converting to my inches. So now I'm going to fold it over on those score lines, just to do so. Two mountain folds, just perfectly like that. And that's going to be my easel card. So you can see it's going to work like that. So I'm taking my love, and it comes in a 2 die set. Now that's your detail. And that's going to cut the word out. So that's going to cut out just like a regular die. Now what you need to do is when you see on here, so you've got, this is going to do your matte layer. So can you see how that is just millimetres bigger? But here, there, and there, the blade runs out. Okay. And that's so that you can create the card shape. So you don't have to worry about hanging it over the edge of your card. So I'm going to take my easel. My easel's going to go this way. And then I'm going to pop this over the edge of here. So remember, at the moment, I don't need to worry about the score line, because if I turn that round, where that bit runs out, it's not going to cut. So I need a piece of tape. Now I have cut this, folded it, slightly shy of the size of the die, and you'll see exactly why in a minute. So this is going to go just there, and I'm going to pop a piece of tape just on there, and then a piece of tape just on here. Now this is where you've got to hold it carefully. So you can see I've done it so that the bottom of my word runs off the edge of my cardstock. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to run this, put this through, and I'm just going to fold that card back. And I'm going to put it right to, oops, my cards. I didn't stick that down very well, did I? Right, let's just press that a bit better. There we go. So we can pop that onto here. And what I've done, oops, spinning plate. So I just want to cut up to the fold line. So you see the rest of it is sort of hanging out the back of my plates. So because there's no plates underneath, I can't cut through there, because it can't cut where there's no pressure.
Gotcha.
So really simple concept to work out. Now you don't have to do, if you're just doing a normal tent fold card, I'll show you in a minute. If you're just doing a regular tent fold card, let's just make sure those are going to catch. You will just literally put that over and it would cut it out. Only because I'm doing an easel card, I need it to hang over the edge. I'll show you in just a minute. If I was doing a 10-fold card, let me grab this through. Let me lift this off and show you. If this was just a regular 10-fold, all I would do, let's get this to come off, is one and just, oops, tape's holding it nice and tight. I like this card because it's from the gnome set, because it's coated. Now, if it was a regular 10-fold card, all I would do is fold my card in half, like that. This is my sticky piece I was using. And I would just pop it on with that right up to the edge, and then it would cut it out, and it would create a 10-fold card. So you could put the whole thing in the die, and it would cut right to there. It's only because I'm doing the easel that I've done it slightly differently. And then what we can do, pop those bits out, and then I just need to, well, I've just not caught it quite right.
Gnome cardstock's on the show, actually.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well, that might be
in
why
a 12
I
by
picked
12
it.
deal with the pearl paper pad, the Paisley Paisley pearl, and the beautiful. Yes, the details are coming up at the bottom of your screen in just a second. There you
There
go.
would have been a reason why I decided to make this with that, and that would be why, because it was on the show.
Exactly right.
There we go. Right, so I now have my easel card, as you can see, but let's just re-burnish that score. I've not quite got the bottom of my love in there, so I've just cut it again, and I'm going to stick that over the top. Can you see? So that makes it so much neater. So let's stick that one down. Put one here that I've got all ready, so we can just put that on there. So let's get my tape pens going.
You'll take a little break in a minute, won't you, when Gordon and Justin are in?
Yeah.
I've got a challenge for you.
Go on then.
Write a poem.
No!
It's World Poetry Day today, so we are asking if you want to write a little poem for us to send it in. We've already had a brilliant poem from Marsha, and I know I've got another one to read out for you a little bit later on. We'll be having a little bit of a sit down, and we're reading poems from, who else has sent one in? Oh, Nee Connie, thank you for yours, and Kim Johnson as well. So, Corrine, if you fancy writing a poem in your break.
Thank you.
That's it.
God,
That didn't sound very genuine, that
could
thank you, did
really
it
go
then?
people. Right, now I'm going to take the detail die and I'm going to put that on my cardstock and I'm going to put that over there. Oh dear, you do. If anybody likes writing poetry, just message me, private message me a nice poem. Private message me one, quick. Oh,
I need to be like 4 lines.
I remember writing a poem at school and winning a prize for it, and I don't think I've ever written a poem since.
What was the poem? You must remember it if you only wrote one and you won a prize.
I was in infant school.
That's
or
not that many years ago, is it?
Junior school. Thank you. You are sweet.
I thought you said your hubby's a bit of a poem writer.
We do limericks and things,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I
Get
can
him to quickly write one.
Okay, right. Okay, so there's my detail. Now that looks absolutely gorgeous, but we can make this a lot better. So what I've got here is I've got one of my stencils, and this is the heart stencil, and I've just sprayed a little bit of my spray and stick and spray on there. So I'm just going to put that over the top to hold it. So I've then got 3 ink pads. So I've got now 3 different colours. So I've got pink tulip, plum pudding and fuchsia, and we're going to just put this on. So my pink tulip.
Which ones are those? Are they the water reactives?
These are the water reactive, yeah, because I find them really good for blending, so I just like them for blending. So then you can just come in wherever you want to put in a little bit of detail.
Do you want water reactives as well? We've got those on the show, 10-piece selection with the Bordeaux, crushed velvet, grasshopper, midnight, lagoon, ocean blue, plum jam, straw bale and smoked emerald. Those are available for you as well on the show.
Right, so that's my palest pink. Just trying to make sure where I'm doing mostly full hearts. There we go. So then we can go in with our plum pudding.
Yeah.
Let's see what colour this
Is it plum pudding or plum jam?
I put plum pudding, and I think I meant to do plum jam.
Ah.
But never mind. It will work.
Plum pudding, plum jam. Meh.
Yeah, yeah. I think the one I prepped at home, I did it with plum jam, and then when I've just been getting them ready here, I picked up plum pudding without realising there was a difference. I'm still learning all my products.
Oh, yeah.
So I just saw the plum and went, oh yeah, that must be the one.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The confetti hearts, by the way, the stencil, 8 3/4 by 5 inches is available at $5.99 or $7.95. Perfectly, as you can see, this will work with your love die. Big size stencil, but of course, as you're seeing here, you don't always have to use it in its entirety.
Oh no, no. And I think, don't you? Stencils are underrated. We don't, you know, you can emboss with them.
Thank you.
You can stencil with them. You could, you know, there is so much more you can be doing.
And a great starting point for a newbie crafter stencils for backgrounds.
They add that texture and the dimension. I could be putting through clear embossing powder through here and then lift this up and, you know, and then mix it, you know, heat emboss this.
Yeah.
This is going to look gorgeous. So you can just keep on going through there, and then I perhaps could have done with another colour because I've got two colours that are fairly similar, but I'm just going to just do it quite lightly on here. Nice faded one there. Just, you think actually, stencils always surprise me. When you're stenciling through, you think, gosh, it's hardly anything gone through there. It's not going to show. But when you actually reveal it, pull this off, it's amazing how much detail you've got. I get surprised every time. I always think, oh, I've not put enough on. But yeah, and again, daubers are brilliant for doing this because you can really get into the corners. Right, so let's peel this off. Now, look at that. So you thought there was bits that you'd not got a lot of detail on, but doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? Now, I did one here in a slightly paler colour.
Oh, wow, yeah.
What's that funny noise? And I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with that one because it's going to do the colours. So there we go. We can pop those out of the way. And then I've also cut it out, cut exactly the same. And I'm just going to create a little bit of a drop shadow on that. And then we can pop that.
Pammy's just messaged saying, I finally checked out, and that was an extremely expensive order. Did you order a lot, Pammy? Did you? Let me know what you ordered.
Not our fault.
Interested.
Not our fault.
Not our fault.
Not taking any of the blame for that.
No. Morning also to Mary Beth from Minnesota, and also to Susie Nielsen from Denmark, who has joined us this morning. Nice to see lots of you joining us, just waking up to this Monday morning here at Crafters TV. Second day of our spring sale. Check the web for details on that. We've also got selected 3 for 2 deals on Spectrum Noir. You'll find it all at the website, and we're just moments away from welcoming back in Gordon and Justin from Be Creative. It's a very exciting morning, very exciting day. Lots to stay tuned for. Got a brand new launch coming up for you as well at 2 o'clock UK time. 10 a.m. Eastern. Erin just telling me you were already loving the brand new 3D concertina dies.
I'm not surprised. I think it's the versatilities. And I was really surprised by the price when you actually think of all the shapes and sizes. Right, so I've got my stenciled one and my drop shadow, and they're just going to go perfectly on that easel that we've created. I mean, how simple is this? We're not going to do too much at all. Now, I know Erin said you can buy them separately, but you can also buy those stamps. So all I've done is I've just stamped so much, and I've just put a couple. Look at that. Putting a stencil, 3 little hearts at the corner. It means that everything ties together.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what I said? I always like there to be a reason for something. There needs to be, you know, synergy between the layers that I'm doing.
You said that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you can find that reason, that link, everything will look so much better. Same as this. So if you look at this, I've got the red, I've got the pink, and then I've got the white. And this is in the same colour order as I've done all my mats and layers. So because it's got the same order, it's going to look right, if that makes sense. So we can pop that. I've just got muddy fingerprint on there, mucky fingerprint, so let's turn it around. Be hidden. Put that onto there. Now, we've got my stopper, so let's just put these together. It's going to be the easiest way to do them. I can put my stopper on just here, and again, still staying in. Now, have I cut that? Yes, that was the same length. Doing exactly the same colour order: the red, the pink, and then the white. So that everything works together. And then Do we know what?
Can you hear that noise, by the way? If you can hear a noise, it's not us. There's some construction work going on outside the studios. In case you thought it was maybe like Gordon and Justin getting ready, it's not. It's I don't know what it sounds like.
I don't know. It's a very strange
It sounds like a
noise.
dinosaur's drilling, doesn't it? That's what it sounds like to me. You get drill, 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 and like a... So, yeah, apologies if you can hear that in the background today.
Right, so we're going to put this together. So I'm going to put my... This is how I tend to work. I tend to put my easels and let it sort of find where it naturally wants to put the stopper, so we can put that on there. I'm then going to find that glue gun that I dropped down because I've just tied myself a little bow. Pop that onto here. Oops, don't stop. And then we can pop that onto there. That's going to go on like that. And then
beautiful.
Oops, it's falling backwards. Let's go that way a minute, and there we go. There we are. How about that? Perfect.
I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
And I will show you very quickly the collection that you can get your hands on right here. The 5-piece collection. I think it's actually just nicer to show you in card form rather than showing you the board. So you're going to get the Love. Again, a beautiful easel card, similar to what you just saw there with Corrine. But you can see, in conjunction with the stencils, by the way, which I'll show you in just a second, these really do come to life. So you've got Happy. And as you can see, yes, you've got the shape there to be able to create the actual shape of the card, so the friend-shaped card. But then if you just want to use the actual letters themselves as a particular layer on your card, you can do that too. So you've got Love, Happy, Friend, Thanks, and last but by no means least, you've got Hello. And again, using all of the different papers, all of the different cardstock that you've got at home, you've got something for every single occasion right here. Available for you on Clear Pay, $12.75 if you're shopping with us here in the UK, your first instalment of 4. Now, if you love those and you also love the idea of being able to add the detailing with the stencils, then you can do. These are available for you individually. Nice big size stencils as well. I mean, Corrine was obviously only using just individual elements of the stencils, but if you want to use the whole lot as a background for your card, you can do. 8 3/4 by 5 inches is the size on these, all $5.99 or $7.95. So that's your heart. So you've then got your botanical garden with all of those different vines and the foliage. Then also available individually, the scattered dots. Love these. I think these are going to look absolutely beautiful in different colours. Great for birthdays. Great as little bubbles maybe from your little glasses of champagne for a glasses of champagne for a celebration. And then lastly, you've got your stars and spots. Again, brilliant for birthdays, anniversaries, great for your 4th of July cards as well, potentially. They are £5.99 individually or $7.95. Of course, you can take off your Club Inspire discount. Thank you to Corrine for now. We will be catching up with her a little bit later on. Morning to Scrap Paper Scissors from beautiful Ohio. And Pam E says, I spent my money on their Be Creative. I love their stuff and a set of the 3D dies. That is coming up a little bit later on, of course. Don't forget those 3D concertinas. Be Creative, though, if you're loving their stuff. It is already flying out of the door, and they are going to be up next. Gordon and Justin will be with us the other side of this.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon. Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. We've got, an hour and 15 minutes left on our Craft Chat Crate this morning. Feel free, if you've just woken up, you just joined us, to say hello. We would love to welcome you into the party today. And it is a real party. So much coming your way right across the day. Get in touch on Facebook and indeed on YouTube. It is World Poetry Day. So if you fancy writing a poem, big ask, I know. But if you do, over the course of the next hour, a little crafty poem. We'll read it out in our little chat segment a little bit later on. But over the course of the next hour or so, it is a Be Creative takeover. We're going to be looking at some of their amazing products. Gordon and Justin have brought in some absolute stunners for you today. And let me tell you, well, you've seen for yourself already, we've had one of the items sold out. If you were after the Dexter the dog dies, they have already disappeared. We do, though, still have Tedward the Bear, high definition stamp set available for you, but let me just warn you here, a quarter of the stock has already disappeared. We've only featured this for about 5 or 6 minutes, probably even less than that, but Tedward already flying out of the door. 18 stamps that you're going to get in total, and you can see for yourself just why these are called high definition, because as I said earlier on when I was chatting to the guys, like they are almost sort of photographic in their design. They are so like true to life, and let's also be very honest here when I say these are super duper cute. You can see why Tedward is already flying out of the door. 18 stamps in total. That's the price on your screen. If you're platinum, though, £15.99 or $23.19. If you have just joined us today because of Gordon and Justin being here, you haven't watched us before, head to the website, details here, sign up to Club Inspire. It'll take you 2 minutes. Need your email address, your name, you create a password. You'll get 20% off your first order today. So whatever you pop into your basket, that price will be yours. It's our little thank you to you for joining us here at Crafters TV. If you're getting Tedward, by the way, don't leave Tilly. You can't get one. I mean, you can, but you wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't take Tedward home and not take Tilly. So please, for goodness sake, pop Tilly into your basket as well. She's also proving very, very popular. Over 10% of a big stock of Tilly already disappeared. And again, you can see very different in design to Tedward, the design of the teddy bear. But again, you can see why we're calling these high definition stamps, because you can see every little tuft of fluff there, can't you, coming to the fore. And you can see when I say to you that these really are like sort of photographic in their design. And as we've discussed, perfect for all sorts of different occasions. 9 stamps in total for £15.99 or $23.19. Like flowers, teddy bears, I really do think are for all occasions. You know, like Justin was saying a little bit earlier on, perfect. You know, if someone's not feeling so good at the moment, how nice to receive a card with Tedward or indeed Tilly on. Now, Gordon's going to be showing us this just now, and I'm very, very excited about this. The Stampers' Friend Pro stamping platform, $48.99 or $71 and change if you want to jump in and grab this. Platinum price is phenomenal. I've not seen this before, and I'm looking forward to looking all around this with Gordon. But what I'm always a massive fan of, Gordon, is making stamping accessible and easy for everybody. And I guess this is what this tool is going to do for people.
Sorry?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good start. I'm just saying, I'm all about, it's like being at home, this. I'm all about making stamping easy for everyone, and that's what this is going to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. Now, if you notice on the front of the box, we've got two of our most famous characters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what we have done is we set out to redesign the stamping platform, knowing all the problems out there with other stamping platforms. We made this out of extra tough materials. So instead of it being moulded plastic, which is not, it's made of extra tough materials that are then bonded together. So the reason we did that is because we know that most stamping platforms, when you press down, put pressure on them, they bend slightly.
Yeah.
And it's the bending that causes the problem with stamping. This is the opposite of that. This does not bend, so when you press down, you get a perfect stamped image every time.
Absolutely brilliant, and I know we're going to be looking at that in more detail over the course of the show as well. If you want to pick it up, $39.19 or $56.83. What I will just say as well is I'll show you more of the characters that we've got, all the stamps, all our dies as we head through the show. But get ahead of the game here because we are super busy for the Be Creative goodies. So whatever it is that you want, get it in your basket. Beware that we've already had one sellout. Do not miss out. And just saying those bears are absolutely adorable. And Pammy says, I thought Ben cut his tie, then I realised it was the Be Creative bear. Yeah, I've got Ted Woods just popped into me waistcoat there. Right, we're ready. Are we going to fire up the first demo?
Yep, so we're going to be using the Stamper's Friend Pro. And I've got a piece of card already set up in here. So we're going to do 3 quick fire demos.
Okay.
We're going to do Ted Wood first. We're going to do Tilly, and we're going to do Dexter, and I'm going to show you how amazing these are. Each of these stamp sets is a 3-layer stamp, okay? So you start with your base stamp, your middle stamp, and then your last stamp is the thing that brings them all to life. So this is my first stamp, my base stamp for Tedward the Bear. We will put that down there in the center of the card. We will bring over the lid, just rub it gently like that. That picks up the stamp and we're off to go. Now, we like doing this using going from light to dark with our colours, yeah?
Yeah.
We find that is the best way to do it. But have fun with your colours, play around with them, see what you can do. So we're going to start. I'm going to start my first colour with this sort of bold yellow, I think.
Okay.
This will make it pop out of the page. So remember, you've already seen my Tedward Warhol. So you know I like.
No bids yet, Gordon.
No bids yet.
No bids yet.
I'm
no.
surprised at that. No. It's only £10,000, folks.
Yeah, starting bid 10,000.
Or
Come on.
if you prefer, we can do a deal on the I'm looking for a Tesla Model 3 at the moment. if one turns up at the front door, I will do a straight swap. How's that? So we bring over the lid now. Now, with this stamping platform, because it's solid and it doesn't bend, you can do that with your fingers that you normally do. For those of you out there who have problems with your hands and your wrists, you don't have to do that. You get a little cloth like this, you roll it into a ball, and all you need to do is roll it up and down, across, etc. like that. Oh, wow. Very gently, adding a bit of downward pressure. And the reason we can do this is because our stamping platform does not bend. No. So let's pick this up. We've got a sticky stamp here. There's our first layer of Tedward.
Wow.
We will remove that. We now go for the second layer, which is here. Now, very carefully, you can see through them, so lay that on top. By the way, we call these high-definition stamps. We were told it would not be possible to do what we've tried to do with a clear stamp. I can assure you, our high-definition stamps are as detailed as any rubber stamp you will find.
Yes.
So that's what we achieved. Each of these stamps takes on average 3 months to develop. It's a lot of work. So this time we're going to go with our medium brown colour, I think. Okay. So I'm actually being quite conservative on these demonstrations.
Yeah.
I'm not going with my blues and orange and red and things like that.
But for the colours that you're showing, for maybe people who are new, so you go with your lightest colour first, yeah? Yeah. And then build up.
Always go light to dark. I like to finish off with either a dark brown or a black. Yeah. Because you'll see in a minute why. It makes the whole thing pop out the page. So I say you can either do all this if you want to, but I am very aware of all of you out there who have problems with stamping due to problems on your hands and
Yeah.
your wrists. And because this platform does not flex in any way, all you need to do is what I'm doing there, a little bit of downward pressure. Let's pull that up again. So that's our second layer.
Oh, wow. Look how
Let's
he's sort of
remove
coming to
that.
life.
Oh, no, well, not at the wow factor yet, not yet.
No, I know,
not
but-
yet. So we now go with our last layer,
Yeah.
overlay this, and this is where we bring the stamp to life. This is where Tedward jumps out the page, basically.
Okay.
Okay, let's pick that one up again. And I like to finish up with either a dark brown or a black. So we've got 2 layers so far. This is the final layer. So off we go with this one.
Great for your batch stamping, I would imagine, this as well, this platform.
Yep, yep. By the way, the stamping platform is a full A4 stamping area,
Fantastic.
which is just slightly bigger than your letter size in the USA. So it will take up to that size, and any stamp up to A4. If an A4 stamp exists, actually, I'm not quite sure they do.
But if
Coming
they do,
soon.
you're all catered for.
Over with this one, let's press down like that. Or, again, if you want to, little cloth technique, just rub it gently side to side,
Yeah.
up and down with some downward pressure. And let's have a look. I was just going to say drum roll, but you beat me to it.
Read your mind.
1, 2, 3, and off we go.
Ah, yes.
And that is Tedward.
Phenomenal.
Tedward was the first of our multi-layer stamps. So what we're going to do now, we can see Tedward. I'm not going to waste cards, so I'm going to turn that over very quickly, like that. And we will remove Tedward from here. We'll just give that a quick wipe like that. There we are. And now I'm going to pick up Tilly. Same thing, multi-layer stamp. So let's start with the base stamp. Let's go and pick up our base stamp like that. Okay. I think actually I'm going to stick to the same colours as we did a second ago.
Okay.
I think these colours are not too bad for a bear, but yeah. I'll stick to basic colours instead of going mad with colour for this hour. Maybe later on today I'll go a bit madder. We'll bring out the oranges, the blues and things like that.
Create another Tedward Warhol.
Yeah, I'll have woken up a bit later anyway, so we'll be okay. Wearing this waistcoat is enough for the morning.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Just looking at it and putting it on this morning woke me up.
Yeah. He had his sunglasses on when he came in. I got a lot of time for your waistcoats, gentlemen, actually.
So there's
Lot
our
of love.
first Tilly stamp. Let's remove that. Always put your lid back on your ink pad, don't forget that. Let's take our second stamp and let's put it over the top. So this is more like your fluffy type of teddy bear.
Yeah.
In fact, Justin's sitting on the settee there, and when we were sitting on there earlier on, there's a very fluffy cushion on there.
There is.
And that cushion just reminded me of Tilly the bear.
Yes.
So-
She's, yeah, certainly more fluffy than our friend Tedward. By the way,
yeah.
Gordon, there's so many lovely comments already coming through, and just saying those bears are adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Loving the orange, says Scrap Paper Scissors, my favourite colour. A lot of people loving the platform as well. Suzette Sue says, I've got that Stamping Pro. And Rosalind saying, what a cute platform.
Yeah.
Sharon Major saying, my favourite stamp and die set. I love this. The detail, says Sharon, is amazing. And Pammy says, look at him. Tedward is so cute. Pammy was just telling us a few moments ago before you were back in the studio that I think she's pretty much bought the whole range of colours that you bought today. So
Thank you. The other thing is as well, folks, you can do whatever you want with our stamps. We have a complete angel policy, no
Oh,
restrictions. As long as you stamp every image, you can make things and sell as many as you like.
yeah, good
So
news.
that's our second layer. Here's the third layer. And this is the one that brings everything to life. Let's just position it over again. It's fairly easy to position these because you can see some holes. You just look down and it's quite easy. So let's bring up our third layer like that. Again, I'm going to go with the black to make the whole thing pop out. So this again is the one that brings him to life. Oh, sorry, her. Brings her to life, yep.
Uh-huh.
This is Tedward's girlfriend, Tilly.
Yes.
And I'm going to finish up with Dexter. And of course, Dexter is their
The
pet
dog. Last time I met you, actually, with Tedward and Tilly, I think Tedward was sort of making advances. They weren't actually boyfriend and girlfriend at that point. So it's nice to know that they've moved on.
Yeah, but there's we don't have any young ones yet. No comment.
No.
Oh, they all live in a lighthouse. You
They all
see.
live
It's
in a lighthouse.
very cold in that lighthouse.
Yes.
I'm not going into this, where are we?
Moving on. Look at Tilly.
And
Love
there
it.
is the detail on Tilly the bear. You can see a different type of teddy bear, more like one of these fluffy teddy bears. But again, look at the detail of Tilly. Now, these
phenomenal.
really do look like they've come out of a magazine or
Yeah.
someone's printed them off on their computer. They are so detailed. As I said, every one of these took us about 3 months to develop. So what we're going to do now, we'll just take Tilly off as well. We'll put Tilly there. We'll put our other little piece of card on here. Now, you're probably wondering maybe why I've got my piece of card at the corner of the stamping platform. I could have it anywhere on the platform, but there is a reason for that, and I'm going to show you that with this last stamp. So watch what we do here, and then you'll know why I'm doing it where I'm doing it.
Okay.
So, again, now this one we're going to do something slightly different. So, we take our base stamp for Dexter. Okay, let's pick that up like that. Now for this one, we're going to use, I'm going to use the brown first of all on this one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do something slightly different. And let's see how it all comes to life. Dexter is a bit different from the other stamps.
He's super cute as well. The stamp's still available. Just to remind you, if you're after the Dexter dies, they have already sold out. But the dies are still available. He comes with a whole host of costumes as well, doesn't he, Gordon?
Yeah, he does.
Super cute.
The thing is, remember as well, all those accessories for the ones that Justin will be showing you in a minute, a lot of those accessories can be used with Tilly, Dexter and Tedward as well.
Yeah.
So you can mix and match all of them together. There is our brown first layer for this one. Let's take this away. Now we're going to do something a bit different. This is the second stamp. I'm going to overlay it over the first one. But on this one, we're going to make it look subtly different. We're going to use white for our second layer. Okay, so let's pick that up again like that. Now, because it's white, it isn't going to show up that great against this background. So I'm going to stamp it twice, but when we do the final stamp image, then you might see why I used the white. It gives us a completely different look from doing it with any other colour. So let's quickly do the first layer of white. Okay, let's put that down onto there. Oh, let's move that so you can see it. Press that down. Okay, there we are. Now that's our first layer. Now you will not see anything there, trust me. I can see it, but you probably won't see it because we're putting the white against a light brown. But
Yes.
I know when I do the final layer that it's going to have a different type of effect in the way the overall thing looks.
Just where the magic happens.
It's when the magic happens, yes.
Wave your magic wand.
So, oh, I don't know where my magic wand's gone. It's run away. By the way, my name is not Gordon today. I am Gordo the Great.
Gordo the Great.
Gordo
I
the
love
Great,
it.
and my ably assisted by Justina. But unfortunately, Justina forgot to bring her leotard today. So
Oh, we were waiting for
you will
that.
just have to make do with him the way he is.
Next time you're in there, next time.
Yeah. You just can't get the staff, you know. So, I can see the white. It's difficult for you to... Oh, yeah, I think you can just see it a little bit there. Yep, you can. Okay, I'm now going to put my final layer on. Okay, put him on there. And let's make Dexter. Now, and then I'm going to quickly finish by telling you why I've done this at the, in the corner. Show you something else you can do when you're making a card with any of these stamps, which can be really, really good to finish them off. So, let's just put the black on Dexter. Remember, always make sure you have enough ink on your stamp. If you don't have enough ink, it's not going to work, no matter what you do. Okay, there we are, Dexter. Let's bring that over
Right,
like
here we
that.
go.
Okay, let's press him down. You can already see by looking through the stamp what's going to happen anyway before I even actually stamp it, can't you? So here we go, and there is Dexter in all his glory.
Good.
Look at that, isn't that wonderful? So, I told you we'd left the card where it was for a reason. This is why. So, the bigger the piece of card, the better this would be, actually. I'm going to take Dexter again, right? This time, I'm going to sort of lay him a bit like that at the corner of the card.
Okay.
See that? Pick the stamp up like this. Hit my ink pad. I hope this works. If it works, my name is Gordo the Great. If
not,
it doesn't work, my name is Justina. There we go. He'll hit me later on, folks.
I think he's smiling at you. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that's just because he's here. So let's show you that. Can you see what I've done there? Right, now then.
Cute.
Why have I done it at the side? Watch this. I turn my card like this.
Okay.
Right, keep it where it is. A little bit more ink. So, this stamping platform, the grids and all the measurements on the side are there for a reason, and you will use them. So I'm just showing you a little technique that I like to do. So that stamp does not move. I do not have to move that stamp
so
at all.
good. No.
All I do, turn the card back up to the side of the platform like that. A little bit more ink like that.
I know we're not supposed to have favourites, but come on. I mean, how gorgeous is Dex? I think he's my
And to
favourite.
finish this one off, we will simply turn our card again, back up to the side where it was. Again, we do not have to move the stamp. Stamp stays where it is. So we've done 4 stamping, turning the card around, making the sides of the platform do all the work for us.
Clever.
That is the reason why the platform is designed as it is.
Yeah, really clever.
Okay. And you can do this with Dexter, with Tilly, with Tedward, any of the stamps on the show today. So, let me hold that up.
That's
And there is
brilliant,
our little
Gordon.
finished card. Yeah? So, you can use the stamps round the edge. You can do a whole border all the way around your card if you like.
Yeah.
But come on, you can send that to anyone. You're going to put a smile on their face.
I honestly, I'm almost lost for words at the detail that you get with these. I mean, how phenomenal is that? You can see why these are called high definition, and actually you can see for yourself how easy it is, particularly in conjunction with that stamping platform, it is to create this amazing character. So much detail in his face, so much detail in every piece of his fur. And again, if you look at this selection that you're going to get of stamps, not only have you got the ability to be able to do exactly what Gordon's just done, or the great Gordo, I should just say, you know, in creating that effect, but then you can see that he's got all of these other elements as well, so you can dress Dexter up for whatever the occasion might be. I mean, for goodness sake, he's got a top hat and glasses and a bow tie there. There he's dressed up as Popeye the Sailor Man, and here he's Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, seriously, absolutely brilliant. He's got a wardrobe full of costumes. If you want Dexter steampunk styly, no problem. He can do that for you as well. And how much fun are you going to have with this collection, honestly? And the great thing is, and I'll introduce you to a few of the other characters just now, as Gordon was saying, all of the kind of dress-up elements that you've got with the stamps, you can interchange with the other characters that we're going to meet. Dexter is proving very, very popular. The die set, as I said, is already sold out. However, if you want to go for the stamp set, which I know you now do, £15.99 platinum or $23.19. So many of you saying you're loving these. Sunny N says, I think I might be in trouble. This is the cutest thing ever. And Scrap Paper says these stamps are such a cool Andy Warhol vibe. There you go. I can see you doing it in the 4 block with different colourways. We mentioned that a few moments ago. I'll show you in just a bit.
Was that a bit coming
I don't know if it was a bid, but not quite. Some appreciation maybe is what it was.
I will sign it for people.
I'll show you his Andy Warhol a little bit later on if you missed it. But yeah, this is what you're seeing with these, and this is why you're loving them. They've got a whole range of characters for us today as well. Be creative, and these are phenomenal. Again, if you love being able to create those real stand-out fun images, you can do. Layer up all of the different images with the stamps to create a phenomenal effect. Again here, Basil the Mouse has got all sorts here. Beautiful cupcake in there. You know, you can pop the little rose into his paws as well, which is so super cute. £13.59 or $19.59 for the multi-layer stamp set. And again, big size dies. On the reverse, you're going to get all of the instructions in case you forget as to how you can layer them up, what colours you need to use. It is all there for you. You've then got the dies as well. Now, don't forget, these come separately. However, I would imagine that you will go for these as well because you're going to get more out of the collections. Get the stamps, get the dies, and get creating some awesome images. £13.59 or $19.59 for that die set. Now, we've also got Fiona the Fox to introduce you to as well. Again, these are available individually, the stamps and the dies, but she's proving, again, very, very popular. Like, they're so cute, these images, so much fun. She, again, comes with a whole host of different accessories because Fiona can also be, not only with her beautiful little headband on there with flowers and sparkles, but you can turn her into Freddie if you want to as well, because there's a top hat in there. There's all sorts of other different elements as well for you to be able to completely personalise your image. And again, the fact that you can layer these up just to really bring these to life with all the different colour hues that you've got. £13.59 or $19.59 platinum. If you want the die set as well, again, that is available for you individually. They work individually of each other. However, buy them together, you've got more scope for amazing crafting. £13.59 or $19.59 platinum is the price if you want to go for Fiona in the die set. Now, this is the family that we're building up, don't forget. With Tedward and Tilly, Dexter the dog, you've got Basil the mouse, you've got Fiona the fox, you've also got Lily the ladybird. Oh my goodness, seriously, how cute. We'll have a look with Justin in just a few moments when we go back. The guys have created a wonderful mobile as well for these, and that's what this is all about. Not just cards, you know, not just greeting cards, get well cards or happy birthday cards. These are absolutely perfect for home decor projects, for working with the kids, for creating things like your mobiles as well. You will love these. There is our beautiful Lily the ladybird, again, multi-layered stamps, all the details on the back for you as well, so that you can get the very best out of your collection. And if you want to get the dies as well, they are also available for you individually, and again, super cute. £13.59. She comes with a little balloon, you've got a party hat, a little crown there as well if you want to dress her up, a little bow. I mean, so cute. The die set on its own, 8 dies for £13.59 or $19.59. And also, I forgot about our friend over here, Arthur. Literally, I know, how could I forget? How could I? Literally the cutest little bumblebee I think you will ever wish to see. 16 stamps to get in total. Layer Arthur up to create the most beautiful projects, beautiful cards. I love the idea as well as using these for birthdays. A little bit earlier on, we saw Justin with his party hat on, with the different characters. Again, with Easter on the horizon, I think these would be really cute to be crafting, with the kids with as well. £13.59 or $19.59 is the price for Arthur. And once again, if you want to go for the die set, then make sure you do, because that is available individually as well. He's got his little flower there, and you get the sentiments, you get the little honey pot included in there too, and they of course coordinate beautifully with the stamps that I've just shown you a few moments ago. Right across the board, we're busy for all the characters, busy for all the dies and the stamps. Get them whilst they are here. £13.59 platinum, $19.59 if you're in the US and you are a platinum member. So loving all of the goodies here, and let's get over the great Gordano, or Gordon the Great, has taken a break, and his lovely assistant Justino is with us, having fun with the mobile over there. But this is the point what you can create. It's amazing, Justin. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Let me twist, and then you have Lily and Arthur. There, all you need to do is just, this is done by Jane, and then all you need to have a little tour, and she actually coloured with our twilights, which we have it in the last time, so it'll be on the website as well. Yeah. So I'm going to do Arthur, and this one is done by Helen, which you can actually do like a little summer party. Wow. Look to that, and then you can have like the lights, and then the Arthur just going around the area.
Absolutely love it.
There's lots of different things you can do apart from cards and things. Yeah, so I'm just going to do with Arthur. Okay. So the Arthur, it comes in the acetate sheets, which you have there. Yeah. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to use all the basics, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Yeah. And I'm going to use the honey pot as well. Okay, so I'm going to, the first thing you're going to do is, you can use the different areas as much or as little as you want, the different layers, and then it's all up to you what you want to do with that. Okay, even the honey pot has 4 layers. Okay, and of course you have Be Happy, shall we use a little word? So I'm going to stamp everything into one area. That's the good thing about Stamper's Friend is you are able to put everything down. So for the first step you do, if you have your stamp, just make sure that there's the back there. Yeah. You do have all those different layers. It can tell you what you need to do.
Got you, yeah.
So the first, because of this, what we call multi-layering, and then there's more, instead of, because Tapwood and Tilly, you do the base first.
Yeah.
But what here we actually do is to do the detail first.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one, the detail I'm going to do is the outer itself, and then I'm going to put the little honey pot area here.
So cute.
And then, of course, you'll be happy. Okay, because I'm going to cut out the honey pot and outer later, and then I'm going to shape it with spray emboss, just to show you. So I'm just going to use my black ink, which I need to go and find.
Have you got more characters in mind for further down the line that we're going to see in the future?
Yes, I have. The pipeline is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely coming, and it is on just getting it done, and then we're just trying to get it launched. It's quite hard to get things from abroad at the moment. It's everything, and then everything is so expensive as well, even in the UK as well, producing it, because all the other materials all comes from around the world. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that and just put it to one side, and then all you need to do, just press that in areas that you want it to, and then the good thing about Stamper's Friend is you can lift it up and look. If there's any areas that's missing, you can actually just redo it.
Yeah.
Over and over again, which you don't, okay? So once you finish this, then you just move him back, and then that's where you come to your second layer, which
It's
is
literally
this
the cutest
part.
bee ever. The guys in the gallery, Erin and Nicola, are just cooing over that bee, saying they've never wanted to cuddle a bee before, but they want to cuddle Arthur. He's so cute,
Okay,
Justin.
so just make sure that you align the eye side, which is these two areas, and the antenna. These are the one that you need to do to align the colors together. And then that's our little pot. So we're just going to leave it there. Okay, so just take that. I'm going to use the yellow. Or you can use more of a peachy color if you like. It's all down to what you prefer to do, really. Okay. And I'm just going to use my honey pot. I'm going to use another sort of lighter brown. Okay. So just like to know, but the more you put the layer on, the more it's going to. And then all you need to do just take that.
Yeah.
And then lift it up. And then if there's anything that's missing, you can do it. You do it again. But if you use the peachy color, it'll be more subtle. But I just wanted for telly, sometimes it's nice to be much brighter. So then this is the third layer. And I'm just going to align that together. Make sure the eyes and the brows align.
Thing is, you can have a play with these, can't you? You know, mix and match the colours up.
Yes.
Just to see what works for you.
Yes, it is. It's a good thing that you can just do whatever, personalize it how you want it to be. Then once you take that, and then I'm going to change the next color. This is what we call like a more meadow color, like sort of darker yellow. It's just flavor color, and then you can even have like a blue bee if you like, or pink bee. It's
a blue bee?
Just whichever bee.
Blue bee, pink bee.
And then I'm going to use the same color for the area. You can see even the honey pot is multi-layered. That's the best thing about multi-layering of our stamps, is I try to give you all multi-layers on each areas as much as possible. And then, so that is done there.
Yeah.
So you will see, it's just a little hinkling and shadowing around. That's
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic. But if you want your pot to be a bit darker, you just put another layer on. Again, you can put another layer on for the bee as well. But I just wanted it to outer, so just move that area. And that's where you can get the linger or shadow. I'll show you later once we finish. So this is the final one. So, and that is where the honey is. Honey dripping down.
Oh, yes.
Oozing out of the pot.
Oh, yes.
That is good.
Love a bit of honey.
And then
honey?
this is the final layer of color. So again, align, make sure the antennas are aligned. And then this area and the bottom of the area is aligned, and then you are easy away to go. Okay? Just take that and then just close. I'm going to use actually I'm going to use a very bright honey actually. And then I'm going to use a dark brown. It depends on how you want it to be. And then just tap that, and then just keep going until you're satisfied with ink.
Like you said, the good thing is with this stamping platform is if you don't quite get the colour that you want or the kind of detail that you want,
Yeah,
you can just
you can
re-ink
always go back and over
in
again. Yes, and then
Yeah.
it's just all you need to do, just do that, and then just pinch that, and that's where you will get Arthur there.
Yes.
Okay, and then that's where the next one is the wings. I decided to do the wings separate is because there's different hunts of blue or green or even greyish tinge if you if you want. So for you to match that, just make sure the bottom and the top matches there and there, and then just do it that way. And I'm just going to use a very light blue.
There's
Just
so
to
many
enhance
comments coming through, by the way. Loads of people chatting about the bears. Lorna just saying they look like those heirloom bears. They're stunning. They really do. Like your proper kind of teddy bears of years gone by. Eve B says, I had to hop on and say something about these stamps. They are fabulous. They're so lifelike and almost fluffy looking. Dexter's my favourite. And Scrap Paper Scissors just saying, bravo, Gordon and Justin. We love these stamps.
And then that's where you have the hands of that blue with that wing there.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the next step that you'll be doing is where the eyes. Okay.
Oh, do you know what I was going to say? Because he's got little cheeks there, and you're going to give him little red,
Yes, a pink cheeks.
little pink cheeks.
Yeah. So just that's the final step. Okay, for that. So you can use 3 different colors here, and I'm just going to give him a little blue eyes. So all you need to do is to just make sure to get the ink to the eyes, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you have a bit of that, just wipe that off, that you'll be fine to go. And just give it a dry. And then that's your pink.
Do you know what as well, just whilst you're stamping these up, I've seen kind of layerable stamps before, but I don't think I've ever seen a set which is so, like, detailed.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
that's
There's
why
so
we-
many stamps for each little individual
It helps
piece.
to personalize it.
It really does.
And then I'm going to give him a red nose.
This is brilliant. Rosalind's just
Okay.
messaged to say that she doesn't really normally like bugs, but I think you're persuading her otherwise now with these cute characters.
Okay, and then that's where you will have, that's where I need to type that. I need to do a bit more. I'm just a bit perfectionist on that area. Okay, so I'm just going to put him a bit more there in the area.
Yeah.
And then that's where you will get Arthur the bee with his honey pot.
My
And
goodness.
let's everybody be happy for today.
Yes. Be happy. We truly are being creative today.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
well.
okay.
Absolutely amazing. Keep the comments coming through. Getting all choked
All
up
right.
over here. Keep the questions coming through as well if you've got any. EB is saying these are really cute and sparking my creativity. Got people saying these are adorable. Angela Krause is saying, I love this stamp set. And Sherry Dober saying, what a cool concept. I think across the let us know who your favourite is in the comments as well. I know a lot of you are chatting about Dexter, but who's your favourite from this collection? Do you like Arthur the Bee? Do you love Lily? Do you love Fiona the Fox? Do you like Basil the Mouse?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite? Let us know in the comments. And we shall read those out as we head through the show. OMG, says Rosalind, the cheeks are doing it for me. I just want to tickle those cheeks. Tickle those bee cheeks. What are you doing now, Justin?
All right, I'm just going to put the dies, using the die to cut it out with the Gemini. So I've just put the die over the what do you call the honey pot. So all the die actually just fit perfectly lined up. Just make sure everything is lined up. Make sure all the blacks is covered. Again, it's good to just your reference point will be always the antenna.
Okay.
Okay. And then just that is the best way to go forward. And put one at the top and one at the bottom. Okay, and then just use your sandwich for your die cutting machine as normal. and then just pop it in there, and then away you go. Yes, it will go to the mini as well.
Okay, fine.
Yes, it will definitely go to the mini, and then it's because the size itself, it cuts up, it covers a A6 size card completely. So that's perfect with that. Okay, so once we finish with cutting, and then shall we just review that, and then just make sure we take that off. And then just put my tape the usual way. Oops, it just popped up there. You see, Houdini.
Houdini.
Oh, the great Gordo.
No one got my joke, I'll say it again. Houdini.
Houdini. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
It took us a while, doesn't it?
It did. It wasn't brilliant, Justin, but I thought
Okay,
it was worth a
so
second
that's where you have your cutout
Yeah,
on R to the B.
cute.
Yeah. This is why you see you need to die. And then you see it gives you those details at the back. And then once you look into it right through, you will give you that. And then once you have the outline as well, to go with that, the die comes with an outline.
Wow.
Let me just fill that in.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the other way around. Oh, silly me. Okay, and then that's where you give it a much better pop.
Brilliant.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how the spray emboss works.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Okay. So, and then Gordon is going to show you the more detail to it. I'm going to show you how to shape R to the B. So,
Now,
all you
I'm
need
right
to
in
do.
saying this is one of your most popular products, isn't it?
Yes.
The Spray Emboss.
Yes, it is, Ben.
In its 17th year. Wow.
Yeah. So, all you need to do, just spray the back. Oh, need to turn it on first, do I?
Yeah, spray it.
Here we
Open
go.
it first. Yep.
So, spray that, and then just let it rest for the 30 seconds.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then once you finish with this, just let it rest, then you can start shaping. So all I'm going to do is to do my antennae.
So for people who, I mean, I know Gordon will talk about this in more detail in just a second, but for people who are seeing the Spray Emboss for the first time, so it's all about allowing you to get more detail in your embossing, right?
Yes, so what it is, it interacts with the fibres in card and paper, and it changes the fibres permanently, not that you can see. So when you do your embossing is 3 times deeper. When you do your die cutting, you can cut any highly detailed die, any awkward die, very quick in your die cutting machine. And what Justin is doing now is the main thing actually for Spray Emboss at this time, which is it helps you to sculpt any die cut in the way Justin is doing it. And when you've sculpted it, when you see what Justin does in a second, when he finishes it, that die cut will hold its shape. It will not go flat. But the secret is to what Justin is about to do.
Okay, then you just need to use your heat tool.
Right.
Quick, give it a blast straight away.
So what he's actually speed drying the Spray Emboss on the die cut now. Very, very quickly on both sides.
Would you do this at home then, or are you doing this?
You do this at home. Don't let it dry naturally because it will not work. You have to speed dry it using your what do you call it?
Heat tool.
Heat tool, yeah.
Yep. And so Justin has now stopped. He's quickly adding a little bit more shape before he gives it his final burst with the heat gun. Okay, and then it will be perfectly dry, and it goes almost like a piece of plastic. It holds its shape.
Wow.
That shape will stay like that. So think about making flowers and things, sending them through the post. They will get to the other side the way they left. They hold their shape. But you must speed dry it with your heat gun, as Justin is doing now.
Multitasking now.
To get it to work. Yeah.
I feel like I need to kind of refresh my memory. Once you're done, I need to come over and feel the bee for myself. There's a sentence I thought I'd never say.
Feel the bee for yourself.
Yeah.
I will give you that bee later when I finish my demo.
Okay, thank you. There's another sentence I thought I wouldn't hear.
I had enough dreams last night about bees.
Oh, I know, you're a dream.
I hate to think what's going to happen to me tonight.
I know. Seriously.
Yeah, so whenever, just before it sort of goes a bit dry, too dry, just when it's still semi-damp, just give it a ball tool again and just give it a final shape. Okay, so I'm just going to do this very quickly, and then so if you put your 3D foam or 3D glue, right? And then it will give you a much better. So once you finish with that, and then shape that and push it through, and then the hands, just lift it up from Arthur,
and you can hold it.
and then you can just hold that. Okay, and then we will just shape that, and then that's where you will get that.
Come on, literally the cutest thing ever.
Isn't it adorable? And then the good thing about it, the mouth
Yeah.
is actually livable. You can lift it up as well,
What?
like that. Yeah, that's where the die you must have, and then you can put the mouth there as though it's having a little licking on the flow of that.
I have never heard reactions like I'm hearing from the gallery right now.
And then, of course, the best thing about it, you have the cupcake from Basil.
Oh, yes.
So it's a birthday he's going for.
Right, so isn't it Basil's cupcake?
And then
It's a bee eating a cupcake.
with a little candle.
Come on.
And then he's eating the frosting, my raspberry ribbles frosting. So you can see what I mean. It's like you get all the four of them, you can interchange those things and what you want to do. And then you see the mouth lift up, it just makes it more 3D, more dimensional. That's a good thing about when I design all this, planning all this, I want to make sure that people get as much out of the image as possible.
And no word of a lie, we were chatting about this earlier on. Like, I'm already imagining a little story in my own mind here now. Everyone's gone along to Basil's birthday and Arthur's there nicking the cupcakes.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, how much fun. This would be great to craft with the kids. The kids and the grandkids
It's
would love
definitely,
these.
it's just perfect for them to start their very first stem, multi-layering, creating the colors, learning the primary colors like yellow and red and blue, and that to create something that is more like personal to them.
Yeah.
They imagine them when their face, when they're stamped up, they look at it, there will be literally the eyes will be popping out like that.
Yeah, I know.
Which I have, because when we did the show, we had a boy who came from Australia.
Yeah.
That was way before this, and we did another show with my visit too. And the face, it's that he got out of it, the satisfaction. He came all the way from Australia to be his grand, then they went to a craft show, and then came to ours. Then he did his very first thing with the visitor, and then he just gobsmacked of what he can physically do.
And that is the thing again.
That's the best thing of when you're teaching someone doing craft, and then especially a child, and then their face expression is just how to say, just give you that satisfaction, so warm that you actually teaching then the next generation of crafters.
And that's it, isn't it? You know, get the kids away from the TV, away from the computer games, get them crafting with you, and it's sets like this that are really going to spark their imaginations. So much to love. I'll just read a few comments coming through here because you guys are loving them. Sunny N just saying, I may have to go back for that ladybug, ladybird. The bears are gorgeous, says Panda Crafts, but look at the bee. How can you not want the bee, says Panda Crafts. Sunny N says, I've just ordered the bee, the fox, the mouse. So sorry, I missed that doggy. You can still get Dexter the dog in stamp form, just not in die form currently. Lorna says, my favourite's definitely Lily and Arthur. Sunny N says, my hubby is a beekeeper. It's his birthday next month. Perfect timing. Absolutely. Sherry says, I like Basil and Fiona, but all of them are adorable. Bethan Thomason says, I love Arthur, but I'm a bee person. My nickname is Bee or Queen Bee. So I've got to go. I've got to go with Basil as one of my faves, but they're all so cute. It's so hard to choose. And comments coming through that last demo. Scrap Paper Scissors says, OMG, adorable, Justin. Angela says, I need the flower forming tools. We've got them on the website. Gemma saying, how lovely. Pammy saying, so cute. I mean, cuteness is the word of the day today. The bee is adorable. Margaret says, what a cheeky bee. And Lorna says, bravo, Justin. Stunning as always. Listen, we are so super busy right now. We're going to give you a chance to check out your baskets, whatever you've got in them, particularly anything Be Creative. Make sure you get them checked out because items are flying. We'll come back with Gordon in just a few moments' time. I cannot believe we've only got 25 minutes left on the show. Whilst we take a bit of a break, here is a little bit of a crafty interlude. If you've not seen it yet, this is the latest crafty song from Crafty TV. It is our Crafty Can starring Some Chancer.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, briars, misters, quilting clips, die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates. Gemini Pro, Junior and the OG. Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI. Tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends. Illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue applicators, envelopes, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, a big score and scoreboard. Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, graphics, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, die stamps, ink trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bugs, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tech tape, paint brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam. Outline markers, DVDs, felt quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft pads, full press, sparkle pots, Centura pan and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, gear of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, Ultimate First Compendium, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget Discovery Kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Encore. Justin was saying, oh, you need to write another one. I said, I've literally only just done that one. He's saying, oh, it's not. It's a month old now, so do another one. No, okay, all right. Dear. Right, let's move swiftly on. Taskmasters, these two. Write a song for Be Creative. £10,000. Right. Exchange with the
Sorry, have we had a bid? Sorry.
No. Moving on, late tuning in today, says Stephanie. How smart do you look, Ben? Thank you. And the products are great as well. The products are great and they are flying out of the door. And Sherry Dober says it's like watching fireworks today. The oohs and ahs, these products are just fascinating, really busy across the board. We're going to have a look at the spray emboss now. We saw it briefly with Justin just a few moments ago. Really great price on this, right? So £8.79 platinum, $12.81 if you're shopping with us in the US. And don't forget, worth mentioning again, that if you are someone who's brand new to us today and you want to get this price, just sign up at the website. It'll take you 2 minutes and you can get this price on your first purchase. But let's go back to this and talk about this with Gordon. So for anyone who's never seen the spray emboss before, why do we need this in our lives, and how is this going to make life easier for us when we're crafting, Gordon?
Well, I would have to turn the clock back about 17, 18 years ago, when die cutting was first began. The early days of die cutting with a company called Spellbinders, and it was all about embossing in those early days. And a lot of you will remember the old hand crank wizard machine. It was all about embossing, and we found that embossing actually wasn't that easy. And so I set about inventing spray emboss to solve those problems. Of course, it then became about intricate. I'm being attacked by a bee.
Justin, behave.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's put me off now. You see. Yeah. So back to the early days. So it was all about embossing first of all, and then the dies, of course, started to become more and more intricate. And then we found the second problem, that cutting intricate dies wasn't that easy either. But we also found that our magical spray emboss solved that problem. So let's have a look at what it does. So first thing I would like to show you, I have a simple plastic stencil here. Yep, there we are. And I have a piece of card. The piece of card I have here is a 320 gram card. Very thick card for embossing a plastic stencil.
Yeah.
But let's show you what we do. I'm going to take my card, I'm going to hold it about, remember we said we're going to have a bit of magic today?
Yes.
Well, this is the bottle of magic.
Okay.
We hold it about 12 inches away from the spray emboss.
Yeah.
We spritz it very lightly, one side, spritz it very lightly on the second side. Spray emboss is an ultra fine mist spray. You don't use much of it, you don't have it dripping off your card, you use it very finely. It then has to sink in the card about 30 seconds. The longer you leave it, the better. 30 seconds is about right. It penetrates the card, penetrates the fibres, it does its work. If I then wanted to do my embossing the next day, I wouldn't have to spritz it again, off we would go, because the spray emboss stays in the card permanently, you can't see it, it doesn't cause any problems, but I've waffled enough and I think we're ready to go.
Yes.
So we put our stencil in the middle of our die cutting machine that we have here. We put our piece of card over the top.
Okay.
We close over with our embossing mat. Then we close over with our plate. Now it doesn't matter what machine you use. Incidentally, if you have an electronic machine, it doesn't matter because your card and paper, you've not used much spray emboss. You see, always remember to check your machine that you've got the right plates.
An extra plate in there.
Yeah, best thing to do is check that you've got the right plates before you start this. So I get too many plates on there. On with my embossing mat, on with my top plate. Let's run it through. I was saying, if you have an electronic machine, you can do exactly the same thing. Everything is sandwiched between the plates. It will do no harm whatsoever. You're only using a very fine mist anyway, so you're not exactly got the spray emboss dripping off the plate. So don't worry about that. So that was a plastic stencil onto 320 gram thick card. Normally, that's not the thickness of card you will use for a stencil.
No, of course.
Because it doesn't work. So what I now want to show you is what's happened. So I want you to see the depth of the embossing.
See it from here.
You can see that there, yeah?
That's amazing.
See the depth? If I turn it over so you can see the deboss side,
wow,
you can see exactly how deep. And that's onto 320 gram card. I actually can do this onto card that's way over 400 grams. So that is very heavy construction weight card, and I will get the same depth of embossing. So that was why we invented spray emboss, to do this type of thing with both plastic and metal stencils. So the second problem we hit was when the dies became intricate, and we found out that cutting intricate dies wasn't that simple. So what people started to do was people started to shim things up in their machine, pieces of card, magnetic mats, metal plates. Now, that's okay if it's part of your machine's instructions, that's fine. If it's not part of your machine instructions, you shouldn't do it. But people were doing that. They were putting things at the side, at the corners, anywhere but the middle, trying to cut their dies. Now, I understand why people did that, but the end result was lots of breaking machines. So, here is my most intricate die from the past 17 years.
Wow.
It's an incredibly intricate die. It's one of those dies that everyone has a problem with. It's one of those dies that ends up being thrown against the wall or thrown in the bin, or maybe thrown at your partner on a bad day, I don't know. But it's one of those dies. So, here we go again. I have the same card here, 320 gram card. I'm really challenging myself
You
today.
are.
Spray emboss, okay, about 12 inches away, spritz it on the card, both sides like that. It's a very fine mist spray. Let it sink into your card again, minimum 15 seconds. The longer you leave it, the better. Now, we're going to go again with the die cutting machine. I'm only using what came with the machine. We're putting our intricate die right in the center, nothing added, nothing special. We put our piece of card over like that, and let's run it back and forward once. Now, we do not want to run our die back and forward about 10 or 12 times. We do not want to end up throwing this in the bin or putting it in the drawer saying, we're never going to use that die again because it doesn't work. I'm going to show you how to solve all of your die cutting problems. So, that's the first run through the machine. First thing we will have a look at is you can see that that has actually cut all the way through. I think you can see that there. And that was after only one run through the machine. But at this point, I know that lots of you will have dies that even at this stage show part of the die is not cutting. That means you have a faulty die. So again, can we solve those problems? Yes, we can. So what we do, we then take our die and the card embedded in it. We take our spray emboss again, And again, we hold it about 12 inches away.
Yep.
Remember, it's embedded in the die. And this time, we give it a very light spritz, paying attention to any part that's not cutting. That's important, okay? Again, we let it sink in. We leave it for 30 seconds like we did before. Remember, the longer you leave it, the better.
Yep.
Now, the first time we ran it through that way. This time we're going to reverse it that way, 180 degrees, okay? Back again in the middle of the machine, back and forward once more. And this is all we should have to do for any die, no matter how bad it is, no matter how intricate it is. So get in your drawer, bring out all those awkward dies that you say never work, and let's do this. So what we do now,
Ha!
there we are. Oh, I can see one. I'm not going to cheat. There we are. That is perfect. Back and forward twice using spray emboss. No shims or anything like that. No putting your dies at the corner or at the sides. No breaking machines. It's as simple as that. You can now do whatever you want with this. It will dry in about a minute. Doesn't stop you doing anything you normally do. All your colouring, etc. If anything, your colouring actually will be enhanced. That solves out your embossing problems, all of your die cutting problems. And later on today, hopefully, I'll maybe make some flowers and show you a bit more to do with that. But Justin has showed you how to sculpt your die cuts, how to do it using the heat guns so that they hold their shape as well, so that your die cuts no longer have to just be flat on a piece of card. They can all be 3D. They can have some dimension to them. So spray emboss, and these are just a few of the things it does.
Yeah, and worth asking as well, because there's a quick question that's come in from Jennifer, and I think it is answered on the bottle actually. So she's just asking if you've got like a cardstock with, say, like a mirror coating or a satin finish,
right.
Can you use this on the
Yeah,
reverse?
I always say this to people, experiment. Cut a little piece of card, if it's mirror card or pearlescent card, experiment with it, see what happens when you spray it both sides, see what happens when you only spray it on the back, see which works best, because I find that pearlescent card and mirror card is different. There are no two the same. So just experiment with a little bit and see what works for you before you start using all your card. Yeah.
Great question, and obviously the guys are here right throughout the day as well. Be creative with us. Again, later on launch day from 2 o'clock here in the UK, so that's 10 a.m. Eastern. You'll see Justin and Gordon once again, and then tonight during Monday Makers. So any questions that you think of during the day, or if you're thinking about buying something, you think, oh, I need to know this or that, ask those questions and we will get them answered for you throughout the day. But grab this. You've seen just 3 quick demos as to why this is going to make life so much easier for you. You can get a bottle of your spray emboss for £8.79 platinum or $12.81. Also proving very, very popular indeed, and I'm not surprised, is your Stamping Pro, your A4 Stampers Friend Pro stamping platform. I think, you know, if you are going to be getting any of the stamps today, this is going to come into its own just to make life so easy for you. I think as well, if you're into your kind of your batch stamping, this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. And as you talked about, Gordon, as well, for people perhaps who will A, fallen out of love with stamping, or B, find stamping difficult, this is a help.
We have spent 12 months developing our new platform. It's the third version of our platform, but this time we've set about tackling all the problems we know of every other stamping platform. We have developed a stamping platform that doesn't flex, it doesn't bend. That means you use very little pressure to get a perfect stamped image every time. You've seen me using it very carefully today. You've seen me using another technique, using a little cloth and rubbing it over the lid. So if you're one of those people that has problems adding pressure, then just rub it gently like that and you'll be able to do all your stamping that way. You can use all your clear stamps, all your rubber stamps. The back of the tool is also magnetic, by the way, so you can put your card on the back of it, and on the back of it you can do all your colouring and things like that. It's full A4 surface, or for you in America, it's slightly larger than your letter size, so that will go on there as well. You also get 4 strong magnets. You have the guide all the way around, and you've seen why the guide is there. I showed you a little bit when I used the corners of the card. It's perfect for everything, and if we want to, and we might actually do it, we can actually go up to A4 size stamps. Yeah.
See that a little bit more later on. It's been a very, very popular item today already. Just £39 and change if you're platinum, $56.83 if you're shopping with us in the US. And let's be honest, the characters have been so super popular right across the board, whether you're going for Dexter, whether you're going for Fiona, or whether you're going for Basil the mouse here. The stamp collections have been absolutely flying out the door. 24 stamps in total you will get with Basil, and again you will see these, I'm sure, in more detail a little bit later on. All of the stamps to be able to create so much depth and detail with these, and again, if you want to go for the matching die sets, you've got those available individually as well. £13.59 for Basil, $19.59 for your platinum. The die set also available for you individually. I think across the board these are flying. Stock wise on Basil, I think, did we say 40% of the stock has gone? No, Tedward, 40% of Tedward has gone. Basil, 20% gone. And also Arthur, very popular too in both the die and stamp form. We need to very quickly get the vote going on the demo of the show. So, have you all got your makes at the... Oh, you have! Look at this, you're all organised. Yes, sorry, well done. Right, so let's... Corrine, if you go first.
Right, so that was my first one. We had our hanging ornament.
Okay.
Absolutely gorgeous, so you can see that. So with the little cupcake.
Number one.
The second one is our love easel card with the gorgeous stenciling across the middle.
Number two.
So that was my 2.
And then Justin, show us what you made.
I made you have it.
Oh yes, sorry. Just come out. Oh, he's stuck to me. He's stuck. He's stuck in me tie. There we go. We've got Arthur the Bee is number 3. So there's Arthur. And then
Gordon.
4 for the bear. 4 for the bears.
It's mine. I did this. 5
for Dexter.
Vote for me.
Outrageous plagiarism there.
1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Get voting now. You stay in there. You might... Oh, he's just flying off. You might be the winner, but stay in there for now with Tedward. There we go. Right. We are going to finish off with just a little chat all about poetry, but whilst we do that, let's give you details on a brand new Got It Good. Yeah, this week, as we do each and every week, we bring you a brand new deal. This is live this week while stocks last, or up until end of play Sunday. It's the Xyron, really super handy deal. That's brilliant for creating your own stickers, great for giving you adhesive on those more sort of fiddly dies. You get the 3-inch, and then we're giving you the 1.5-inch Xyron for half price within this deal. Normally, what, £22.96, $32. You're paying just £14.38 today if you are a platinum member. $20.78 if you're platinum and you're shopping with us in the US. Right, so many lovely comments coming through about the day today. Jackie just saying, I love Be Creative, just joining in, a great way to start the day. A great morning here at Crafters TV. And Jackie says, I love Ben's tie. Thank you. Is that, you love the tie, or do you love the tie because I've got Tedward and Arthur on there? I don't know. I feel like it's becoming a better tie as I'm adding all of the different characters to it. It's been so nice to have the guys in the studio. They are with us right throughout the day as well. It is World Poetry Day today. So we've been asking for you to send your poems through. I've got a few. I'm not going to put you on the spot. But do you? I mean, you're obviously very creative when it comes to crafting. Are you any good with words?
Not
writing
really,
poetry?
no.
No?
No, not on the spot.
No.
Not on the spot, no.
Gordon?
No comment.
No comment. I know, Corrine, I set you a little task just before you
and I
left.
forgot. And so this happened in the last 6.5 minutes.
Wow.
Do you want me to? Shall I read it to you?
Have you actually done one?
I've done one. I've done a limerick for you.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Well,
It's quite tenuous, but we've got there.
Okay, well, we'll let Gordon and Justin be the judges.
Yeah.
It's like Simon Cowell and Louis Walsh.
Okay.
All right.
There was a crafter from Stoke who everyone thought was a joke. But after hours honing her skill, she had made something brill, and her friends realised her talents had been hidden in smoke.
Ooh.
There you go.
Well done.
That's good.
For 6.5 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
Literally, I said, John, what rhymes with this?
Did you ring him up?
Yeah, I was just saying, what rhymes? What can I do?
Sorry. I thought you said you rang up your partner
No,
there. Oh,
went to John.
You went to John for help.
There's nothing wrong with asking John for help.
Are you good with words? Are you? Do you write? I'm all right. Yeah, you are because you helped write that. No, it's very good. Well done, both of you. I didn't mean it to sound like that. You went to John for help. No, don't, because everyone will start. You did very well. You did great. Moving swiftly on, we've had a few of you.
Sure, probably a bit better than mine, but yeah.
No, yours was brilliant.
Thank you.
It was great. We've got a poem here from from Nee Connie, who's written this one about Crafter's Companion.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
It says, on a Monday or Tuesday, on a Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, Crafter's Companion TV is there every day, even through Saturday and Sunday. Feeling crummy or a grumbling tummy? Pish posh, don't be a downy. I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished. Head onto YouTube, scurry onto Facebook, and that's where they'll be, guaranteed to lead you to glee and drive all our gremlins to flee. Their love is there for craft and tee-hee. The fun and laughter just comes in for free. So come join my friends and me and let's watch CCTV.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, good one. We like that.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we've had one sent through from Kim Johnson who says, this is not my own poem, but it's one that I used to love or I love to use, and it's called the Craft Poem.
Oh.
So we don't have to find out who wrote this, but it says, by the way, I've not read any of these through, so hopefully they're clean. I'm a rubber stamper. I could craft all night and day. I've ink pads, pens and punches, and too many stamps to say. I'm always in a craft shop, because I want the latest thing. There's always something glittery. I just love a bit of bling. I love to give a handmade card. I make all sorts and kinds. Adding ribbons, brads and buttons. It's made with you in mind.
That's
That's lovely.
That was really sweet.
well found. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the craft poem.
Yeah, never heard that before.
And I think it's worth also just reading again the poem which Marsha sent in for you guys.
Definitely, yeah. That's amazing.
It is. We'll send you. Make sure you get a copy of this so you can maybe
that'd be great.
put it up on your.
That would be great.
Put it up on your website. Were you in for this one earlier?
I wasn't, no. I've not read
this is good.
This is for Be Creative.
Okay.
Marsha wrote this. Okay. It's more like a rap than a poem. I feel like we need like a beat.
Your head's going already. You ready? Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. I've got to channel my inner rapper. Yo. Here we go. Yeah. Gordon and Justin sitting in a tree. CRAFTING. Crafting and grafting, planning new techniques, showing us how it's done on Crafters TV. Tedward and Basil making you look like Bob Ross, but nothing is better than a little spray and boss. Iridescent watercolours, only need a bit. Everything is simple with Be Creative. Whoa.
Fantastic.
So good.
That's brilliant.
You need Ben to voice it for you.
Yeah,
I know, you should voice.
yeah,
You have to voice.
£10,000. 10,000. Yeah.
It seems to be the going figure.
It does seem to be the going figure.
I'll let you have a discount on Tedward Warhol. Yeah.
£8,000.
Half price.
Half price. Here we go.
5,000.
Oh dear. If you haven't seen Tedward Warhol, by the way, you will see him a little bit later on. You guys have loved this show. Sherry Dober just said, great job on the poems. Good job, John and Corrine, for your poem.
Thank you.
And the demo of the show result is in.
Oh.
The winner of demo of the show goes to...
Yeah!
Well done.
Yes.
Just a tad overexcited there, Justin. But
I'll never hear the end of it.
There you go. So that, Justin, is going to go up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame. 2 more votes coming up, of course, in launch day and then later on in Monday Makers. You might be able to vote for that for your demo of the day later on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I know. Guess what you win if you win demo of the day?
Oh.
£10,000.
No, I win your vote. I win your, what do you call it? Your walking.
You what?
You can walk with the poem.
Oh, yes.
Try
yes.
doing that.
Yeah, okay.
You can do it now.
What?
You need to do the standard move.
You got this for the rest of the day today, by the way. So make sure you stay with us. The guys are going to be back with this, in just an hour's time, actually. So 2 o'clock, we've got launch day. We've got the official launch of the 3D Concertina boarded eyes, which I know have been very, very busy. I'll be here with you for the first hour of that. And then the boys, Craig and George, are going to be taking over. Gordon and Justin will be in on that show as well. And then, of course, Monday Makers for you, 6 o'clock this evening. That's 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And again, that will be loads of great goodies for you. And once again, you'll be able to see Gordon and Justin with George and Craig. When are you back, Corrine?
On Wednesday at Hobby Maker.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got a whole takeover for the whole day.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Wow.
Okay. Well, there we go. Lots to look forward to. Massive thank you to Gordon and Justin. Have you enjoyed your morning so far?
Thank you. It's nice seeing you. Nice seeing everybody again.
Yeah, it's so lovely when we get our crafty friends in, and as always, when we bring you the new products as well, it's always very, very busy. So if you've got anything in your basket, be creative-wise, make sure you're quick to check out all of those goodies, and make sure you stay with us because they'll be with us right throughout the day with more hints, tips, information, and probably a little bit of entertainment as well. Knowing these two, we'll be back in an hour. Make sure you join us for launch day. Until then, bye for now.